I do appreciate how all of you manage to be these like international individuals, you know? Like y'all care about things that are happening in the world, and you consume all this media that is not yours. You don't have to if you don't want to, right? Like I know that we're right there and we're very loud about it, but if you wanted to put the Sony XM4s on, you could, you know? But y'all keep up with your politics and our politics. We don't even do that. It's pretty wild. Like, I'm sure y'all have seen Mitch McConnell freezing up. If you don't know who Mitch McConnell is, he is the leader of the Republican Party in the States. He's the full-time leader of the Republicans in the Senate, and he's a part-time mime. And I know you're wondering, you're like, how is this happening? We're wondering the same thing. How is this happening? How is this? This is crazy. He's not by himself. Biden's hella old. Trump is hella old. You know, Dianne Feinstein's hella old. We just keep letting older and older people stay in power, and we don't even really know why. I think that mainly there's something to be said for like how fearful Americans are. And so if there's anyone that can offer us any form of stability, we'll take it from them, you know? And that's what you get. You get people who serve 19 terms and everything. Came in. The fact that this man froze while they were asking if he was going to run for re-election, I think that was God answering for him. That's crazy. If you didn't see the video, basically they're like, would you be running for re-election? And then he went, huh. He looked, for a split second, he looked just like Jim from The Office. He was like... And then his aide walked up and they were like, did you hear him? It's like, hearing's not the problem, ma'am. You know? And there are some people that are like, oh, leave him alone. He's an old man. It's like, all right, well, just because you're old doesn't... Being old isn't a virtue. He was shitty all the way up until then, so... Do you know what I mean? And look, I hope... How do I word this? I hope he's able to maintain his health as well as the first responders from 9/11 that he voted against funding are able to maintain theirs. You know, like, I think that... It's weird. It's an odd thing. It's every time he freezes, he looks like he looks like he's seeing. It looks like he's seeing all the black people he ever tried to stop from voting. Like it's like they're just in the room with him. He's like, huh. That is a lot. I know you're wondering, how did this happen? How did we get here? How do we end up staying here? Because he's not the only one. I'm not even picking on Republicans, really. There's old Democrats, there's Democrats that you're like, how is this the person? Surely someone else believes what they believe and is like able. Do you know what I mean? Surely, right? And I don't think that the U.S. is just a fearful country. I think that we have this reputation. They talk about how baseball is the great American pastime, but it's not. It isn't. the great American pastime is arguing. We love to argue so much, a lot of people want to redo the Civil War. Like, that's how much we love to argue. And it's not about the candidate. There's nothing so special about McConnell. There's nothing so special about Biden or Trump that they keep being in the position that they're in. It's that we like to argue so much that we do not pay attention until it's too late, right? It doesn't matter, Biden, Trump, whatever. Throw all that stuff out there. You could put one party's candidate as a tomato and one party's candidate as a potato, and we'll still have it out. As dumb as that is, we would still be like, well, I do like potatoes, though. But we don't know. We're very unsure as a group of people, you know? You watch I'm sure it's terrifying for y'all, because y'all are so close. Like this, you as Canadians must feel how I felt when I lived next door to a drug dealer. Had nothing to do with me. It was none of my business. But I don't know. You'd hear stuff through the wall, and you're like, am I in danger? Like, you even watch from afar the shootings that we have, the school shootings that we have. It's genuinely terrifying. It's terrifying for us, you know? And so many of them happen that there's no keeping up. Like, just within, a week of each other, there was a shooting, there was a hate crime, and then there was a shooting at a school. And you wonder, like, how is this sustainable? Is it possible for it to be sustainable? You know? You take a country that has this much crippling student loan debt, and you carpet bomb it with a bunch of school shootings. It's no wonder we don't like to read. Shit feels dangerous. That's my thing. It's like, I think it's going to change how future generations even talk about school, because there's just so many. It's not this like uncommon occurrence. And like, they don't all make international news because, thank God, not 13 kids aren't dying every time, but it's, you know, it is happening. It makes me wonder if 30 years from now, there's going to be a kid who turns to another kid. It's like, hey, him over there, he cold-blooded, got ice in his veins. Be like, what? Him? Yeah, him. What'd he do? It's like, he got a PhD. He went to school every day. He doesn't give a fuck. I've been trying to make more friends. This is the thing. When you are young and have a lot of friends, you think that you're good at making friends. But there's a chance that you're not. There's a chance that these friends are just from convenience and proximity, right? Because then when you get older, when you become an adult, you see how hard it is to make friends, you know? It's hard, whether you're trying to date someone or make a friend, it's incredibly difficult to walk up to someone and make something out of thin air. Because that's what you're doing when you're building relationships. And we're not always receptive to it, you know? We think that we're good at making friends. We think we want more friends, but sometimes it's not the day. I got too much on my mind. Or don't talk to me here. Or it's impossible to know. Huh? Like if somebody rolled up to you right now like, damn, man, I like your glasses. I like your hat. What you doing later? You'd be like, get the fuck away from me. I don't know if it's drugs you taking or drugs you need to be taking, but get away from me. I've been trying to make friends. I've been trying to make friends at the gym. Because that way I'll have a spotter, so I won't gym alone. If you don't know what a spotter is a friend who lets you believe in yourself too much. You go to the gym together and you're like, I think I could push 300. And he's like, we'll see. So I did it. I made a friend at the gym. I was working out and I saw this guy, and he basically was on the machine that I needed. So I was sort of waiting around. And have you ever met someone? Have you ever met someone that has been to so much jail they've been to so much jail that they are from jail? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you might be from Toronto, right? You might be from Vancouver. This man was from jail, okay? And you know he was from jail because he was like working out and he was barking in between reps. Like he was like, arr, 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 arr. It's like, okay. And he noticed me sort of lurking around waiting for him to be done on the machine, and he saw me. He was like, you trying to get on this one? I was like, oh, maybe. If that's okay with you. And he's like, let's take turns. I'm like, okay, cool. And so we did. We took turns, and I did my little like, and he did his like, arr, 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 arr. You know what I mean? And then for whatever reason, we just kept working out together. I was like, what workout are you doing? And he told me, and so we took turns for the rest of the time that we were at the gym, and we decided to be gym buddies. And I appreciate this about him. I really do appreciate this. That he did this, that he said this to me, you know, because we exchanged numbers and everything. And before I was about to leave, he was like, look, I got something to tell you. And I was like, oh, what is it? And he was like, I did a little time. Have you ever had someone tell you something that they thought was a secret? But was so painfully obvious, you had to act surprised to not feel rude. So then he said, I do a little time. And I was like, oh, time where? Time like abroad? And he was like, no, the pen. And I was like, oh, yep, fair enough. Okay, I got you. And so we decided to be workout buddies, and next time that we're supposed to meet up, I was late because I got off work late, so now I was heading there, and I'm excited to see my new friend, my new gym buddy, my new spotter. And as soon as I see him, I'm thinking he's gonna have a smile on his face too. This man is pissed, right? I walk up, he's like, where the fuck was you? Okay? I already started working out. I already did chest, already did back, already did stomachs. I was like, do you mean abs? And he's like, that's what I said, nigga, stomachs. I was like, yep, you're right. Apples and oranges. Fair enough. So, you know, we started working out, and it occurred to me that, like, if I really want a friend, the other thing that we do that stops people from being close to us is we, like, have little departments and categories for every friend. And sometimes we try to keep them there. Specifically, oh, I want you there. this is as far as I want the friendship to go. And then we wonder why we don't have anybody close to us. Because we didn't give at least everyone the chance to maybe be that close person to us. So I was like, if I'm going to be friends with this dude, I got to be his real friend, not just a gym buddy, his real friend, right? Because this is just a personal thing. I'm not trying to put this on anybody, but I genuinely believe that if someone does a crime and they go to jail and then they get out, it should be done. They paid their debt, and now it's time to move on, or else what re-ingratiates them back into society? Why change at all? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to do my best to like be his real friend. So I invited him to brunch. And Saturday comes, right? And he shows up to the brunch spot that I picked out, that I told him to come to, with the biggest brown bag I've ever seen in my entire... I didn't even know they made brown bags this big. It was a brown bag, might as well have been a garbage bag. This was crazy big, and it had a huge Tupperware of lasagna in it. And I was like, oh, why'd you bring that? And he's like, it's brunch, isn't it? And I was like, yep. But that's why we're here at the brunch restaurant. Like, you didn't have to bring any brunch with you because all the brunch is inside. I didn't know. And he's like, that's not what you said. I'm like, I understand. I didn't tell you not to bring anything. That's my bad. I didn't realize I needed to say, don't bring, all the brunch will be inside when we get there. And he's like, but it's brunch. And I was like, oh, yeah, you keep saying that, and I don't know what you mean. He's like, it's brunch. I brought my lunch. I was like, oh, this dude went to jail before brunch was invented. Okay. Cool. But my man loves $13 mimosas. I know because I was paying. After he finished one, he's like, let's get another one. I was like, well, let's implies both, but yeah, whatever. Okay. But it's great. It's a great friendship to have because honestly, this dude, I can't say this like as a blanket statement, but I will say if it's possible, you know, one of the things I think that makes society better and would help in reingratiating these people back into society is if everybody had a friend who had been to jail. Because I will say this, a friend who's been to jail knows exactly when to leave a party. I went to a party this dude invited me to. I'm there for 12 minutes. And he's like, we need to get out of here. And I was like, oh, okay. And the next day I saw that party on the news. I was like, wow, he could smell it coming. Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
It is weird.
This is the closest we've ever sat doing the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that you're here because now, at least at the
hurtful.
Well, at the other place, I could turn to you. Like any other time we've been together before this, I could turn to you, look at you, whatever. And this one, it feels odd to look at you because you're too...
Well, it's because we're doing the video version and we're only doing it on the one camera. I'm explaining to the listener.
I'm with you, but...
So we had to sit a little bit closer. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw an arm around him.
Do that.
Oh,
please.
Come on. You love it. We're buds.
If you have to tell someone they love it, they don't. As a general rule... If you have to say you love it,
fair. That is fair.
You know,
that is a fair statement. But this guy, though, he does love it. I've never felt him like pull away so hard. You tensed up there.
Yeah. Because
let's talk about your problems with intimacy.
I was talking about how I didn't love it before, and then you. But it's fine. It's okay. That's just how you are.
Not to be too visual, but yeah, we're sitting right next to each other.
Yeah,
because I'm in New York
We are both in New York.
Yeah, you're about to leave though.
Yeah, I leave tomorrow, but we're in New York right now.
Yep, right now.
So how was it getting in?
It was all right. You know, we got in kind of late last night. Jess, if you hear any clicking, that's also Jess taking some pictures. That's okay.
Yeah,
We've done that before in an episode. We're getting some photos done while we're recording. It was good. So on the flight out, so Jess was window seat, I was middle, and there was a guy on the aisle, and he. You know, when the flight first took off, like I just had headphones in, was chilling. It was actually like the most calm I've probably ever been because I don't really love flying, and I was actually like really just kind of like relaxed. We had several margaritas before we got on the plane too, so that probably helped. And then I just noticed the dude next to me. It's like he's really uncomfortable and keeps like leaning forward and like just is like really kind of having a hard time. And then I want to say we're probably like 20 minutes into the flight, maybe. We weren't that far into it.
It wasn't even to the point where the puppies got stolen.
Right. I can't, honey, no one will be able to hear you say that whole thing. I was just looking for like a yes.
I hope they can hear it. That was... Jeez.
Well, I just say from here, they wouldn't be able to hear that.
So what happened?
So he's freaking out, and then then I finally had to like stop and check in on him. It's because I saw him grab the vomit bag and he like shook it out, but then put it back, but then like kept checking on it. And I finally was just like, I took my headphones on. I'm like, hey man, are you good? Like, what's up? And then he was having a panic attack, he told me.
Now, have you taken off yet?
Yeah, we're in the air by now. Yeah,
okay.
By the time
you're checking on him to be like, do I need to let you out of the aisle so you can go to the bathroom?
Well, no, but he's on the aisle, so I don't need to let him out at all.
Oh, he is on the aisle. Okay.
I was more just checking, like, I just really didn't want a guy vomiting next to me, was my thing. And it
would have been a terrible experience for you. Yeah. It would be a horrible experience.
Well, no,
for Logan.
But no, I wanted to see if
totally different person.
I wanted to see
a panic attack and threw up their guts.
Okay, no. I didn't know he was having a panic attack.
All right,
I just saw him. I just saw him grabbing the bag. I wanted to see because I couldn't tell if he was like sick or was just having like a hard time.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that in this situation, someone that's gonna hijack the play and somebody scared of a hijacker look exactly the same. They have the same level of like nerves. They have the same like, whew, okay, all right,
yeah.
Be with me, God. And it's just like, it's like for those early few seconds, minutes, you can't
really tell.
You can't tell if you're like, is this the guy or should I help this guy?
Well, that's the thing. I just couldn't tell like what was going on with him.
Yeah.
Because he was like, he wasn't just if he was just going like. Like then I'd be like, okay, he's gonna just throw up. He's just
okay.
No, but I'd be like, he's definitely sick.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was so fidgety and like kept like not sure what to do with himself, I'm like, he may just be having like a freak out.
Yeah.
So thank you for turning this into me being a selfish villain, because the whole point of it was I actually took my headphones out and I talked to him for the rest of the flight, just to calm him down, and he was very kind. I'm very glad because that could have backfired. You know my hatred of talking to people anywhere.
What I like is there should be a whole storyline of you being an anti-hero, of like you talking people off of ledges that are like about to commit suicide because you don't want to see a dead body.
Yeah,
you're like telling the dude, you're on the bridge with the dude and you're like, listen, if you jump right now, I don't know if I would ever be able to unsee, and I go this route to get home every day, so you would be ruining my commute for the rest of my life.
You're gonna fuck up this whole block for me, and I don't need that. I live nearby.
Do you really want me to have to go around?
Don't do this to me.
Yeah, don't
do this to me, sir. I don't care about your family. I do not care about your family. I need to make that very clear.
Yeah,
don't do this to me.
And then he's like, you know what? You're right. I should kill myself at home.
Great, because I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
So you do it.
Okay. So then this is you helping this person.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't expect it to be me become the villain so quickly in the story, but yeah, it was me.
No, I was saying it would be funny.
No, I know. But no, it was me. Then I just talked to him the whole time, and which helped him calm down. He was very grateful, and he was a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice talking to me. He lives in New York. But yeah, he was just having a panic attack. And so we talked about it, because I've had panic attacks. So I'm like, listen, I get it.
Yeah.
And so we just talked for the rest of the flight, and then that was it. And then when we got into our Uber, I always like talking to Uber drivers, particularly in New York. I like New York Uber drivers, but by that point, I'd spoke on a whole flight, so I was silent.
Yeah, you're pretty spent.
I have so much, I don't know, small talk in me.
I feel like I don't want to overshoot it, but I could easily say that maybe a tenth of the stories that are told to me that I tell on the podcast are Uber drivers.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you even saw in DC, when we were in DC, I just asked them, I'm like, what's the longest ride you ever had? What's the craziest ride you've ever had? Blah, blah, blah. And sometimes they give you nothing.
Yeah,
sometimes they're like, hey, drunk people drunk.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, all right, there's not a lot to pull from there.
Or some give you the vibe of just like, oh, they want to just do their job and just get you out of the car.
Yeah, but every once in a while, somebody's thirsty to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We had one of the guys in DC was just like, he wasn't going off of like.
Which one was that?
The guy who was talking about like comedy and stuff like that. And
oh, yeah. His eyes.
Oh, yeah. What happened with that?
So our Uber driver in DC, or maybe we were in Arlington for this one.
I mean, they're right next to each other.
And he was telling us, this was so funny. He was like, I got the new iPhone, but they were trying to upsell me. And so I wasn't sure if I was making the right decision, because then some guy that was trying to upsell me was like, no, you got to get the latest version because they're out here playing games with this middle one. You got to get like the tip top, and you got to get the most memory because you don't know, it could be the end of the world. Like the dude was like really upselling him. And then he wasn't sure if he should even get a new phone because it's not like his regular phone was broken. Then he gets the new phone.
Yeah.
And
it was like the newest
at the time. Then he plugs it in, and it's supposed to have this great battery life and everything. And
he kept saying that he was looking at it, he kept saying 50%.
Yeah.
And no matter how much he charged it, no matter what he did, it kept saying battery life 50%. And he was like, what the fuck?
And it went to 50% early in the day. After him charging it, which was especially why he was like, what's happening? This is crazy.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a better battery, but it's only at 50% ever.
Yeah.
And then he finally put on his reading glasses.
Yeah.
And realized it wasn't 50, it was 5G. It said 5G in the corner.
Yeah, it had been saying 5G all day. And he was like, this battery trash. Which is
also good to tell you while he's driving you around, to be like, listen, I can't see great.
Because he didn't have glasses on while he was driving.
That is true, actually. Now that you say that, he was not wearing glasses.
Because he told us at the end of the trip, he told us all this. So at the very end of the trip, he's telling us this story. So outside of that, we're just chatting about comedy, stuff like that. This is the last story he tells us before we get out. And as I'm getting out of the car, I look at his face, and I'm like, this man doesn't have glasses on.
I didn't think of that until this second, till you just said that.
I couldn't stop thinking about that. I thought about that. I thought that's also... I don't know. I thought that was also on your mind. I was like, this man's been driving us around blind.
No, I didn't think about that at all.
Because he drove us from Nando's to the venue.
Yeah,
so it's not like, because here's the thing. When you're doing that, so when we were at Arlington Draft House, the hotel is very close to the club. So
super close.
It's like you could walk, but it's a 20-minute walk, or it's like a 5-minute, cab.
It's very
Uber,
hot,
whatever.
too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we kept taking the Uber because we were like, it's nothing, It's like $6 and it's a quick conversation, whatever. But this time we were at a restaurant and then getting the Uber from the restaurant to the venue. And so that was like and he had to get on the highway at one point and then get off of it. The idea that he just did all that and he maybe couldn't see.
With no sight. Yeah. I didn't think of that till just now. That's amazing. Yeah, in that area, you have to just constantly get on the highway, too. It seemed like if we wanted to go anywhere, they had to do that little circle.
Yeah, you have to do a circle and then take like the second exit and you're across town.
No matter where you want to go.
No, okay.
Wow. I did not think of that because now it's like this is a week later, my life is flashing before my eyes. A week later.
Yeah, dude, when he told us that, I was getting out of
Uber, and I was like, what?
I didn't even connect.
That's why I didn't laugh that much. Because this dude's like and you're laughing. You're like ha 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 ha. Like he was like
I was just giving him a laugh because he said it was the funniest thing that ever happened to him recently, and
it is funny.
It's funny. It was like it's fine. So I just wanted to give him
but it is
be a good audience member.
You were, but I was like walking in the club like, okay, you're over here. Like this is the other thing that was kind of like. It's when I decided to just not bring it up.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was also on your mind.
No, I wish you would have said something.
After we got out of the Uber, you were quiet. Like I was quiet. I don't know if you were on your phone or something. But then when we get inside, you're all about like when the show's starting. And I'm like, hey, we just got drove around by a dude who can't see. No, and so you're over here asking like, so you think we'll start like maybe in 10 or like he's going up to the manager being like, hey, do you know when
I was being professional. You can just say the one word. I was being professional.
You'd be a very, very on point, very professional, but in a way as if you didn't just escape death. And so then I'm standing there like just staring in front of me and and you're like, okay, good. And capacity's good. Like, just.
Well, because we were getting there like right at showtime, and we were bringing food to the staff too, wasn't it that day? Yeah. So we were like, I also wanted to make sure like we got that part done, and then got backstage to the green room and stuff. I was just shifting into work mode once we got there. I wasn't.
Whatever, man. That was upsetting.
Don't worry. After my set, I was contemplating my life and mortality, but that's just because that first one I didn't feel great. But
no, it was terrible.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah, I wonder how they had the Uber papers come out this week. Have you seen that?
No, what was that?
Oh, it's pretty horrible.
Tell me about it.
I don't even know enough about it to talk about it at length, but basically there are these internal papers that I guess got leaked or they're maybe court documents on a lawsuit or something, but basically the public now knows that Uber knows as they expand that they're like crushing the economies of like the places that they move into as far as like the gig economy there.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Like they already know. They're smart enough to have done the math to know that you're not going to really make the money that people assume they're going to make. And then there's also something about how they leveraged a thing going on in South Africa where the cab drivers there were getting very like agitated and sometimes maybe even violent around Uber moving there and everything.
Oh, okay.
And they leverage that to be like, see, why do these people not want you to have good prices? Like it was kind of like
vilifying them.
Yeah, and so they've done a lot of stuff like that a few times, and it's all in these documents, and it's kind of crazy. So I wonder if there's just a floating document out there of like, hey, Sam can't see, right? Like, I would love if it's all like super technical corporate stuff, and then just this thing about this one driver who's been driving people around with not the best eyesight.
And he also keeps telling people.
He tells people, he's so honest, he tells every ride he's been in.
His driving is fine. He needs to just stop telling people.
These eyes are not it.
They wouldn't be worried about it if he didn't tell them.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. So that has also been on my mind, along with the
those two things in tandem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you took the Uber. You were quiet in the Uber.
Correct.
What was the experience like from then to now? So you took the Uber late to get to your Airbnb.
Right. Yeah, because we didn't get into town till like a quarter to midnight or something. So So then we just got to the Airbnb and we just, I don't know, went to bed, and then we had a pretty lazy day today because we were all week. Well, I'm here for 3 weeks, but Jess is here for the whole week too. And then, today we didn't really do much that's worthy of a story. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Had a good sandwich.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be worthy of a story.
That's about it.
You're gonna probably have plenty by the time you.
Oh, by the time I leave here, I'm gonna be a changed man.
Yeah, I feel like it is getting a bit more intense in the time since you were last here.
Oh, good. Jess, you hear that?
There's
It's more intense now. Does that excite you? Okay, good. Yeah, she's nodding. She looks very excited and not worried at all.
There's a level of tense that's here now that's just a bit extra, where it's like,
What, like in what way? What are you noticing? I wish she wasn't
Like-
in the room. She is not happy.
well, like I was on the train. I mean, I think all three of these are going to be on the train. I was on the train.
Three of these,
and,
three intense stories.
This guy was talking to himself, and he was talking to himself very aggressively. So whatever he was going on in his head, even if he was a wild dude just talking to himself, he was not being kind to himself in these moments, you know? So whatever inner demon he was talking to, he was calling it by its demon name. Like he was cursing up a storm at himself. He's really like looking down.
Whatever argument he was having in his head, he was losing. It's rare you lose the arguments in your own head, but he found a way.
And then this random guy is like, "What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me?" And then he looked up and he was like, "Not talking to you, dog. Talking to me." And the other guy was like, "Oh, okay then." And then they both carried on being very angry and quiet.
Now
and it's like
that is actually that's a beautiful story in my mind.
There's a moment where it's not beautiful, where you think they're definitely about to bite each other.
Oh, no, for sure.
It was so for no reason, because it's not like the guy was being like hella loud,
Right.
So that other guy had to be loud to get his attention, to be like, "What are you?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?" And the guy was like, "I'm talking to myself."
Right.
And the thing that I appreciate most about that thing is that initially I thought this dude was like out of his mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it's nice when someone is out of their mind and then
shit.
they
Hang
snap.
on.
What's up?
Hold on. No, the camera went out of focus because I moved. It freaked out. I had to get my phone and it freaked.
It's
Speaking of glasses, there we go. Look good. All right.
it's nice when someone is like out of their mind and they actually snap into it for a second.
Yeah, especially there he snapped into it to alleviate a potential conflict. That's rare.
Yeah.
That's
And it's
super rare.
I feel like before he would have just talked to himself and no one would have said anything. I feel like that other guy clearly wanted a fight.
So the other guy is the new tension.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Just not letting him be and do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, this is maybe when I came back from Arlington, there was a guy who had a bag of sodas,
Okay.
right? But not like a bag full of cans of soda. I'm talking about he had a genuine bag full of liquid.
Full of loose soda.
Full of loose soda. So he had a bag of soda that was like clearly a bunch of sodas.
Right.
Because it wasn't dark brown enough to be just Coke, but it was light brown. And it was like, okay, this looks like it could be. I mean, maybe it was RC. Who knows?
I was going to say RC or maybe a Lipton iced tea.
But it seems like a bunch of sodas
A bunch of
In this-
something you don't want him spilling
in
right
this
now.
clear bag.
Yeah.
And the bag, I don't know how this man did it, but the bag is tight. The bag is like
So you say a clear bag is like a clear shopping bag
yeah,
or
a clear shopping bag
like tied up in a knot up top?
full of soda
Like
where you can see the bubbles.
so it's definitely carbonated.
It's definitely carbonated because you can see the bubbles. He's just got like a bag of soda. I feel like I've told you about something like this happening before because I know one time I was around this dude whose soda spilled in his bag and then it was like full of soda. But this is
that one I
different-
remember, but this is pre-spilled in the bag. This is intentionally poured
No, this
in
is
the bag.
intentionally all in the bag. There's nothing in this bag but soda.
And especially in a shopping bag too, and then like tied up like a bindle sack.
Yeah,
to-
like
to-
in
to
a
hop,
knot.
to hop the rails.
Yeah, in a knot. There's just this huge bag
That's wonderful.
of soda. And basically, he's not like being careless with it. I need to point that out. It's not like this dude
This is precious cargo.
Yeah, it's not like this dude is trying to be reckless and dangerous with this bag, right? Not threatening anybody with the bag, anything. But he's walking up and down the train car. And so everyone that's on the train car for more than a couple stops is noticing that this is a bag of soda.
It's hard to not notice, I would gather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all just get tennis ball eyes. You know, like in a Wimbledon match where you see the heads go, like we're all just watching the bag go back and forth because everyone is perplexed where it's like, okay, so is this bag about to pop or spill or whatever, right?
Yeah. And then after that is then just why. Why and how.
We're all Yeah,
I'm gonna have to clear the music that drives by every now and then. Hopefully, we don't get a copyright strike.
Yeah,
because of the random vehicles driving by.
I think it needs to be more than 3 seconds to be a copyright issue.
It does. I think we're safe.
Unless somebody just parks, decides to yell up, and you hear nothing but the new Pusha T album.
And then I just, we'll yell out then and be like, can you guys put on something royalty free, please? Thank you.
Just some jazz, please.
Some jazz, some itsy bitsy spider, some.
That's not going to help us.
Happy birthday over and over again.
Maybe.
So that only became public domain a few years ago.
So there's this bag.
Sure.
And in the bag is like swashing. So it's not like it's tight to the point where there's no movement of the liquid.
That would be very impressive.
It would be.
If it was airtight in a bag like that.
If it was just a bubble with handles, that'd be fire.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. It's almost that, but there's just enough room for a little bit of swashing.
He has not perfected it yet.
And so he's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and we're just wondering whose day is going to be ruined. Because when this bag goes, it's gonna take a couple people with it.
This is an unfortunate game show.
It's getting to the point where as he's pacing back and forth, and it looked like, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but he looks like someone who would have a bag of soda. Like I don't know how better to describe it, except he looks like a person who would have a bag of liquid that is tied up, and he's gonna open it and I guess pour it on his head later, or just stab it with a straw and go to town.
Boy, that would be the best if he just pulled out and then drank the whole bag.
Yeah,
would be amazing. But no,
people do that with they don't stab it, but sometimes you can catch somebody with like a box wine, which is basically just a bag of wine. Just
those little ones.
Oh,
for sure. Know? Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's meant for that. You can do that, but not your homemade soda Capri Sun that you've made. But here's the thing: I'm trying to imagine what he looks like, and I have an idea, but I have a feeling if I saw him, I'd be like, okay.
Also, should point out, there was a point where when I saw him with the bag, I obviously saw the carbonation, the bubbles, everything, but there was a split second where I was like, that man is, like, I thought there was a bag of pee, and I thought that he was very sick. Because if your pee is carbonated, you have too much cola.
Well, and it's that dark too. That man is dehydrated.
That man is dying.
That man, I don't know how he filled a bag by being that dehydrated.
I honestly think he must be taking this bag to the doctor to be like, listen,
this is how much comes out, and it's this color.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Also, it's fizzy. So
it's fizzy too.
If you can tell me what new thing I have, that would be great. And so basically, we're watching this dude up and down, up and down, up and down, and then finally this guy gets on with an umbrella. And just perfectly, as this dude is shaking out and tying up the strap of the umbrella and turning around, he turns into the guy with the bag of soda. And you know the little spikes that are completely unnecessary on umbrellas?
Yeah.
You know those things that don't help stop the rain at all? I don't know why there's spiked ends to every umbrella that's ever been invented.
The Mad Max part of the umbrella. Yeah.
And
you never know.
He turns in and the whole bag just goes. So it's like
So clearly a thin bag too. Took barely any.
I think it is exactly one Walgreens bag that this dude has filled with soda. I'm surprised it wasn't dripping.
Yeah. That's the thing. If it was that ready to pop by being just touched by an umbrella.
Yeah, so he touches with the umbrella, the thing starts to go, and a bunch of people shoot up and walk away from the splash zone. But that guy, that was, I felt so bad for the guy with the umbrella because he literally has it so he doesn't get wet. And now this dude's calves are covered in cola.
Now he's wet and sticky, which you don't get from the rain.
Yeah. Now he needs rain.
Yeah. Now he's going to go outside and he's like, fuck, I really wish it was raining.
Now he's just going to go outside, back of the leg first, moonwalking in the rain to try to get some of this sticky out. Because this guy doesn't know what it is.
Way to travel.
This guy just got on the train. 1 second, let me check on him.
That's all right. Okay. Dog break.
Should we pause the video since it's going to get weird when I get
Sure. I'll just say dog break.
Okay, 1 second.
We're back from the dog break.
Yeah. What was I even talking about? Oh, the bag.
Yeah, we actually took a break on a cliffhanger there. What will happen next with the bag of soda? Stay tuned.
So the bag explodes like
It popped. It didn't just leak.
No, it didn't just leak.
Because that would have been very funny.
Because
he would have tried to catch it and it would have still been dripping, and then another one would have poked open.
My man, this dude's bag.
This was a water balloon, a soda balloon.
It really split, and so then it just is rushing. And honestly,
a torrent, if you will.
Honestly, more full than I gave it credit for.
He got a lot of soda in that bag.
He got so much soda in the bag that so much came out it felt like a cartoon. So much came out that I was like, how is it still? And then the guy feeling it is terrified.
Yeah.
This is a true nightmare to just have something like
wet on the subway.
And sticky.
Warm.
Yeah.
Was this heated up?
I mean, I don't think it was heated up, but if you're walking around with a bag of soda, I can't imagine you're keeping it cold.
Yeah, that's fair. So he filled this a while ago, and then which would be impressive if he had it all day, and this is the first trouble he's run into.
Yeah.
Or maybe the initial trouble was why it ended up in the bag. He was carrying a 12-pack, and then they all burst somehow.
I don't know who I feel worse for. Because if you're carrying a bag of soda, that means it's your only option. You don't have another container, you'd use it.
And it also means that soda is important to you. Mm-hmm. This soda means a lot.
I'd like to think he made it himself.
That's a whole other upsetting scenario. That this is his homemade soda. He finally had the meeting with the big soda company for them to sample his flavor. And he didn't realize, I just ran out of my last bottle.
I just ran out of my last bottle. Maybe they like plastic flavor.
I need to get down there so they can sample it and it can be in stores. Oh, no!
And so then, basically, that guy freaks out. A bunch of people jump away. It reminded me of, remember when we saw that lady throw up?
I think about it every day.
It was exactly like that, where people calmly ran away. They calmly rushed away.
Yeah, because that lady vomiting was that she just did it very calmly, and we're all like, well, all right, this is what's happening. We'll all scoot.
I know we've talked about it on the podcast
We
before,
absolutely have.
But what I love about that lady vomiting is that she went there, sat down with just a bunch of meat she just bought.
Yeah, because it looked like she
had a bunch of ground turkey.
She just had some sort of. It didn't seem like the bag she bought it out of either, right? That also seemed like just a bag of meat.
Yeah.
That was she eating? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And that's why she threw up. You're not supposed to eat raw ground beef on a moving train.
I mean, too many stories converge in New York. Like, every place should have one of these people. You know? There should be a soda guy in one state. There should be a meat lady in another state. They can't all be here.
Well, this is where they come from. Then they spread out from here.
Yeah, it's really upsetting.
And then, now you just have a train full of soda too, because now that whole area is just wet.
Oh yeah, everyone that's been to or lives in New York knows what I mean when this happens. It doesn't happen every day, thank God, but there will be a time where you're on the train and someone's bottle or can has spilled. And so now we're all with our eyes watching the trail, the uneven trail that the liquid makes. And you're checking, is that liquid coming to me? Is it taking a left? Is it going straight?
Yep.
And
I wish I was better at physics. Wish I knew more about fluid dynamics to know where this is going to go.
I don't know how that would help in this situation.
I feel like you could look at it now. You could have an idea of maybe what grooves,
Yeah, that's also when you know you've been taking the train too much. When you're like, oh, we at Hoyt Skimmerhorn, this liquid about to take a left. No one wants to be that well versed in something that nasty. But the train was full of like I had to get on a different car, which I should have done.
Yeah, but you
way earlier, but I wanted to see the end.
Exactly. No,
I just wanted to see it pop. That's why we all stayed on.
Absolutely.
We were like, who fills a bag with that much liquid and gets away with it?
Because honestly, even yourself, you're like, even if it's me, this is going to be a hell of a story. Like,
yeah.
But like, yeah, that's, of course you stayed to see if it was going to pop.
I mean, if it was me, I think I'd be in jail. I don't think I would just let someone leak hot soda all over me and not lay hands on them.
So you would have beaten the man with your umbrella.
I think I would have tried to choke him.
Wow.
I think
wow.
I'm not a violent person, but it's so random that I think you're allowed to lay hands at that point.
It's so random you're allowed a random act of violence.
It's so odd and so rare that I think even a monk would be like, I renounce all violence except if I'm on a train and someone splits a bag of hot cola all over my ankles. Then I can go to town on them.
I am against violence unless you fucking spill on me. And then it's on.
Then it's on.
Otherwise, I will not crush a fly, but I will not be sticky.
Yeah. I won't even be mean to a cat, but if you get cola all over my calves, it's over, kid. I'm going to jail.
Well, so then what was, I know then everyone like left. How sad was the soda man?
No, he was disappointed.
I was absolutely. Did he just sit there with his torn bag, just looking at
No.
and just that sad Charlie Brown music comes in.
That dude screamed no way too loud, and then that was sort of it.
Was it a short no, or was it like a no?
It was pretty long.
Oh, good. It was a good
being,
dramatic no.
It stopped being no, and then just started being screaming.
Oh, that's a good no. No.
Yeah. It was wild. I was not a fan at all because now it's wet, sticky, and loud in here. I was so upset.
By the way, I'm filming a new special. It's going to be called Wet, Sticky, and Loud. That's going to be the title.
Sounds great.
How did Umbrella Man react? I mean, obviously he was disappointed. Did he shout or did he?
He was also screaming.
He was also screaming.
Yeah. For him, you have to keep in mind that for him, he's just got on the train and he's closed his umbrella.
Yeah.
And then he feels however that soda felt. I just made it hot in my head. Maybe it wasn't hot.
Either way, if you step onto a train and the first thing that happens is your legs get wet, you just have to assume someone is pissing on you.
And so
you've walked into a current of piss.
Because he looked dry, you could see his brain break for a second.
Oh, absolutely.
Where he's like, no, I'm inside. How am I getting this wet inside?
I didn't see a bunch of water flow out, so I surely didn't step into.
There's no way this should be happening.
Yeah.
And then he turned around, he saw the bag, and he just started screaming. But he was screaming more like, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell?
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure that he wants to say, what is that?
Yeah.
What did you just get on me?
Yeah.
But his brain probably can't even put that together.
Because I mean, it's in his shoes. Like
I honestly,
it's legit everywhere.
Josh, I didn't even think about it being in his shoes. I was literally only thinking of it on the legs. And now his shoes are filled with soda.
Yeah.
And he just has to just walk his way.
Yeah. Yeah.
To, I think, a fire to throw his clothes and shoes into.
Just do a duck
for
walk
safety.
home. I hope he was going home. That'd be terrible if he was
he's on the way to
his
work.
to dinner.
Oh no, I've got a Hinge date.
Yeah.
And I have to explain why from the knee down I'm wet and making squelching sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the third thing.
Yeah.
The third thing was I feel bad because I laughed at this really hard, and I shouldn't have. Because everybody's different.
Right.
So I shouldn't have laughed, but it was my first reaction. Basically, I was on the train platform now, and this person was using the elevator that's on the train. Now, not every station is wheelchair accessible, but a lot of them are, so you can use the elevator. Some parents use the elevator for their stroller.
Yeah.
So, this woman...
For the ones who don't want the kids to have a really fun ride.
Yeah. 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 For people who want unshaken baby.
Wee!
So, this woman walks out of the elevator, which is already... I'm always surprised when the elevator opens because I'm surprised that anyone would take it. Like, I actually think it would be cleaner to just crawl up the steps than to be in that elevator.
Right.
Because that elevator is now a closed space of nastiness.
Yeah.
And a tight closed space.
And they don't move quick either. You get in and they sit there for a second.
If you smell something, you're going to be smelling it for a while.
That is your smell now.
And so this lady gets off the elevator and she's pushing the stroller along. I don't know what bump she hit. I don't know. I did not see what caused this, but her stroller starts to tip to the side. And as it's tipping, she doesn't seem to be paying attention to the tip. So as it's tipping, she's still just pushing, but there's definitely been a bounce on the left side to where it's like, it looks like it's about to go. And then she essentially just starts letting it fall over, and it's not until her hands are maybe like a little too at an angle, like just a little too curved,
right,
that she realizes like, oh, it's going. And so then she tries to save it. But whatever's in the carriage already starts spilling out. So it looks like this kid is about to fall out from the overcorrection.
Okay, the way you worded that, just like whatever is in the carriage, just like, and that is also soda.
Yeah, it'd be amazing if that was also just a bag of soda,
a carriage full of soda.
This is what people do now. We just haven't caught on.
Listen, we're trying to save the environment. Okay, we're getting rid of plastic. So now, sorry, you got loose soda now.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
No more bottles, just plastic bags.
You bring what you got.
Those aren't worse at all. Those aren't somehow less reusable.
Well, you're reused. Yeah, exactly. You're bringing them in. Mm-hmm. You go down to the soda store, get whatever container filled, and then you can go home. We'll fill whatever you got.
Yeah, yeah.
We charge by weight here at this store.
So then overcorrects. It looks like the baby is gonna tip out anyway. Mm-hmm. A different lady who sees the whole thing happen screams because now the baby's about to like hit the platform. Jeez. And once a baby hits the platform, you're done with that baby.
Jesus, Josh.
No, but I'm saying that's an unusable baby now. Like, tell me that's a level of germs that baby's encountered now that it'll never be the same.
Oh, you're going off of germs. I thought we were going off of the
what?
The impact.
No. If a baby's face touches a platform floor on the train, that's going to be a different person now.
Our priority. Well, yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. That's going to be.
No. You're not wrong, but you're right, but for the wrong reason.
I'm just saying. It's like
I'm just saying they have soft heads is where I'm coming
I wouldn't
from.
even talk like this if when I was a baby, my face had touched the floor of the platform on the train. God. I'd be a hardened individual. I'd have a deeper voice. I would, you're gonna have a different life because just the film alone that's on the platform of the train. You've basically been kicked in the face by every shoe in New York if you let your face touch the platform and you're a baby.
Right.
To be fair, if you're a baby and your face touches the platform, it's only up from here. You know what I mean? You're not going to have a worse life than that.
You just had the worst moment of your life. But you might not be old enough to know it, to appreciate that you've already had rock bottom.
Never mind knowing it. It's happened. You're never going to have something this bad happen again.
Right. But then someone's got to remind you.
Yeah.
You know?
And so then this other lady screams. The woman stops trying to overcorrect the stroller now and just goes to try to catch the baby.
Oh.
Hopelessly behind on the hands. The hands were not fast enough. And then you actually hear like a slight splat. And then people start running up to her, and it's a dog.
It wasn't a baby in the carriage? It was a dog?
No, this is a puppy.
Okay.
She had a dog in the carriage.
Okay.
The entire time.
Okay.
And the way that some people lost concern and the way that some people got angrier was amazing to watch.
I bet I can tell you racially
who felt what.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly what camps.
The amount of people, because we're also only talking about like 5-7 people, so it's not like the entire train ran to check on this woman.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that ran up and like. It happened to me as well because I didn't run, but I just was walking towards see if they needed help. And I wish I could see the face I made before I realized it was a dog. Because when you think it's a baby and it's a dog, it messes with your brain in a way that you're not even registering the little like limbs that you're seeing.
Yeah. And
because as I got closer, I was like, this is a hairy baby.
That's what touching the floor does. Is you
you immediately morph. That's one of the Animorphs. It's just train kid.
That's what they have in the prequel they did to Animorphs. They get the power by licking a subway floor. Is what happens.
And so I'm like, even as I'm kind of like walking over there, like I'm embarrassed to say I didn't run to help, but. Even as I'm sort of lightly strolling over to see if anybody needs help or, like what the damage is, anything, I'm just seeing now, because it was still as well, which didn't help, because now...
That's a jarring visual.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem hurt, because when it gets up, it just shakes and it's
a puppy,
fine.
and it's just like, what happened?
Yeah. But for us, we're like, oh my gosh, that baby.
Oh no, that furry baby died.
Oh no, that ugly baby. Like it's like the order that things went was like, oh no, that baby. Then it was, oh no, that ugly baby. Then it was, oh no. And then it was, oh. And then for some people it was,
and then if you're white, it was, oh.
Mm-hmm. Like one guy got particularly mad at her. Like she did drop a baby.
Like she tipped it on purpose, or
no? He was like being weird about this. Like, it's okay. Like he was like checking on it, but he was like weird with her. Mm-hmm. And then some people didn't even make it far enough to, I guess, really see that it was a puppy. As soon as they saw something get up on 4, they were like, I don't want any part of that.
Nope, this lady's got a carriage full of rats. I'm out
here. But yeah, the amount of people that switched.
That's
like, it wasn't half, but it was like 3. And I was not one of them.
No.
Like I actually, sadly, I kept the same amount of care the entire time. Like for me, I was like,
yeah, Josh, you maybe lived here a little too long.
Yeah, because for me, I was like, oh no, that baby fell. Because I've seen babies fall before.
Like that?
like this wasn't a tall, like it's not like a Tom and Jerry tall stroller or anything. It's just
Tom and Jerry stroller.
Do you know the ones that look like they're from the 50s? Yeah, really high.
Yeah, the old school. Oh, I can't think of the.
It wasn't one of those.
They have a specific name, don't they?
So it's literally like dropping it a foot and a half.
So it was like an actual, like a modern baby stroller where it's like just like a little seat you're pushing.
Yeah. So I was like, oh,
that's already not made for dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder the dog fell out of it.
No wonder that white guy was mad.
Don't do that. Just walk it.
Yeah.
It's got so many legs.
Mm-hmm.
It can walk.
Its paws are made for dirt.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That one was a roller coaster. I'll say that. That was a journey of a story. I felt like I fell out of a baby carriage.
Yeah. Hopefully our listeners are still with us and not like you lost me a baby carriage.
That's the thing. I do want to know if some turned it off the second you were like, this baby carriage was tipping.
Yeah.
Probably when you said, then you can't use that baby anymore. So maybe they're like, okay, this is a story. This is a story about a baby getting injured.
No, I'm just saying it's like that's a different kid. It's a hardened child now.
Yeah, sorry. That kid's the parent now. Sorry, you answer to it. Should we open up the mailbag, my dude?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. I do want to go to. We had some Instagram questions that were sent to me. Hi, Logan. This is probably a really weird thing to do because I don't know you or Josh personally, but I find myself in need of advice. We don't really get asked like straight up advice a lot. Yeah. So I thought this would be interesting to see how we fuck this up. You and Josh talk about relationships a lot on the podcast. I really love the show. I listen to the episodes on repeat because they help make me feel less anxious when my thoughts are swirling. I'm also the one who wrote in with the story about the class hamster that got eaten by the class snake.
Killing him. Yeah.
Killing him. So this is a little personal, but I've been with someone, we both really like each other, but we have some love language clashes that keep making things hard. So I guess what I'd like to ask is, how do you know that it's worth the struggle to stay with someone? Is it normal to have to continually work on things? As someone with anxiety, do you have it about your relationship, even though it's a strong one? Also, I'm a total stranger, and I understand if you and Josh don't want to answer these.
Do you want to go first?
If you got something, go for it.
Oh, okay.
This will be fun to answer to with my girlfriend staring at me. So this will be a very interesting experiment for me.
I personally don't believe in love languages. I
really thought he was just going to end at love, and I was going to be like, whoa.
No, I think it was a.
We've talked about that before too. That neither of us are really.
Yeah, because my thing is, at the end of the day, no one actually has to be nice to you. And so when someone is kind to you in the way that they are best able or best know how to be kind, it's actually a really dickish thing to be like, yeah, but it's not the way I like it. It's like, that's wild. Like if someone, I understand that not every gift is going to be received in the way that was intended, and not every gesture is going to be understood in the way that was intended. But you can't tell me that it's not actually kind of a pretty bad move to be getting all of something from someone and then be like, yeah, but it's not the one I want, so it doesn't count. That's kind of wild. Like, I'm not saying that that's what this person is doing.
Right.
I'm just saying that what quickly happened with love languages, it started out as a good way to almost like a fun little personality test and a good way to communicate.
And like a shorthand that you could have to kind of to classify some things.
Yeah.
Which, for that, it was okay.
And what it quickly turned into was a way for a lot of people to be kind of bratty. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I just and I think that my and I could be wrong about this, but I find that like it is a way to sidestep appreciation and like gratitude for the person, even if that's not what you like. Just like I'm not even talking about your relationship or anything. I'm saying in the world, imagine a world where someone comes home because we have these like physical touch, acts of service,
Gift giving.
like, gift giving, all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Imagine a person comes home to a fully cooked meal and their favorite movie on cue to watch, and their reaction is, "It's not a blowjob, though." That's not a good person. That's not that like, and I worry that more and more people are going to fall into that type of thinking, even though it's not exactly that. Because to me, love languages have quickly been like overused. It's kind of how people self-describe as whatever the hot thing is that year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sometimes it's I don't know. It's like almost like a. I think we talked about this too when we did the relationship quiz episode that we did, where it is kind of a step right next to like astrology, where it's like, oh, you were born during this month, we're not going to get along, and it's like, well, you haven't even met me yet.
Yeah, and also we don't know, like for the love language thing, I'm sure that the best of each one of those things is too dope to turn down. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I love a person and my act of service is taking them for a weekend to their favorite city on a private jet, I don't think they're going to be like, it's not physical touch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and I want to, so I'm going to take a slight counterpoint. I agree with what you're saying, but also on the other side of that, of the clash of love languages, where I agree with you that like, to me, they don't mean the same thing to they do to some people, whatever. But I have been in the relationship where I have dated someone and told them, be like, hey, please stop just giving me presents all the time. Like, I don't really want all this stuff. But they're like, but it's my love language. And so they just kept doing it. Like when you hit that point, then yes, it can become an issue. So like if they're not respecting you saying like, oh, I would prefer this. If you guys have talked about it and there's not a mutual respect to how each other, because sometimes I think people get focused so much on what love languages are and how they show it, but don't always consider how it's received to other people.
Yeah.
It's more about like, well, this is how I show love, so you have to be okay with it. It's like, well, yeah, but sometimes it's too much. Some people don't like public, PDA or anything.
Sure.
Or they like a lot of alone time or whatever, and that's a balance you have to find. So I think if they're not respecting it, then yeah, I think that's an issue.
Yeah, that then lends itself to a different thing than what I'm talking about specifically.
No, and I know what you mean. I was just yeah. But as also the thing too of like, do relationships take a lot of work? Do they continue being work? Yeah. Not in like it shouldn't be like a fight every day. It shouldn't be like, I think we've got to this point because I think it's particularly our generation. We were kind of the last generation with parents who were just like, you just stay together, okay? It was like the generation before us was the first ones who started like actually divorcing if things weren't good. You know what I mean? But before that, it wasn't really.
Yeah.
You just stayed together and you're just like, yeah, marriage sucks and you just have to deal with it. Okay. There was a lot of that. And I think our generation went the counterpoint of trying to be like, you know what, but everyone has their own thing. But a lot of us convinced ourselves that relationships don't take work. And they do. You're living with a person.
Yeah.
You are spending all of your time with another human being who is completely different from you. Even if you're similar, they're a completely different person. Yeah. You're going to clash. You're going to have issues. But it's how you resolve the issues,
Yeah, I think.
Hi, Jess.
I think that for a good portion of it, the other thing to keep in mind with your overall question is that I think I've talked about this on podcasts before and with friends before, but to me, the world overall is, especially if you talk about like, I don't know if they're writing in from the States or not, but a lot of the world is easier to live in than it's ever been, right? So you used to have to hunt or farm, you used to have to like worry about a harvest, you used to have to plan more to eat.
I'm excited to see where this point goes.
But like being in an interpersonal relationship is as hard as it's ever been. So it's as hard to raise a child as it's ever been, and it's as hard to stay with a person as it's ever been. But as the other things get so much easier and easier and easier, now the distance between like being in a relationship and staying in one and the other hard things that you have to do in your day is actually getting further and further away, if that makes sense. And because of that, there's almost a lack of practice with doing hard things that then makes it feel like, oh wow, if this thing is such an inconvenience in my life, maybe I should just get rid of it, because a lot of inconveniences to our lives do either get solved or we get rid of them, whether it's through like money or the way we do things. So you used to have to walk. If you want to get there, you got to walk. Then we had horses. Then we had cars. Then you had to have a car. Now it's, I need to get over there, and I don't want to take the train or the bus or what. I'm just going to order an Uber.
Let me use my magic pocket computer and have a driver come get me.
Yeah. But another person not understanding what you're saying when you try to tell them as plainly as possible is as hard as it's ever been.
Right.
So that's staying the same. And and I'm not saying people's lives aren't hard, or because we have tech, it's not. It's an easy life. I'm just saying that so many problems are getting solved all day, and little problems, things that you might not even consider a real problem. You don't even have to think about. You can now order something. You can get you don't even have to read the manual and put the bookshelf together. You can hire a TaskRabbit and they'll come to your house and put it together for you. I'm saying that the thing of raising a person or being in a relationship, those things are still very difficult.
Oh, for sure.
And that threshold is getting harder and harder for anything in your life to match with outside of maybe work stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, we focus more on, I guess being more mentally healthy in relationships than we ever used to. That used to never be a conversation about how to like maintain your mental health in a relationship.
It used to literally just be, do they hit?
Yeah.
And then that's
and then
it.
the next question was a lot.
Yeah.
And then
it's like, bro, she not hitting you. She all right.
Yeah.
So
it was always that. So I think now this is the first time we're in like human history, we're like really taking the time to be like, oh, is my mental health good around this person? People used to never ask themselves that question. It was just like, I'm with this person and that is how it is.
Yeah.
Is how that used to be.
It used to just be, I cry after I cook, and that's just life.
Yeah, and I guess that's what it is, huh?
It's like, oof.
Another day. Yeah. But so I think also with that, and that's a good thing. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. That is a good thing that we're doing. I think we don't quite, it's kind of like you said, we just don't know how to balance that yet. And so I think sometimes when we realize like, oh, this relationship's kind of stressful, I should probably just get out of it. And it's like, and sometimes, yes, I'm not going to say like, you should stay in all of them. No, like, get out of it if it's like you feel bad all the time, especially if like if the person comes home and that elevates you and makes you feel bad, that's probably your sign. But if it's like, oh, when we're working on issues, I'm stressed out. Well, that is going to be stressful. That's going to be a stressful thing. And sometimes, though, that's very much... Sorry, just got something in my eye. Ow. Sometimes that is very much worth the stress. If I can go ahead, since you're here, to use us as an example, like, we've had some, not like issues of necessarily fighting, but like where we want to end up, where we want to move, career stuff, whatever. Yes, sometimes that leads to a lot of stress. We've had, not too long ago, we had like a whole week where we were just stressed out. We weren't necessarily fighting, but we were just stressed. And then we talked more about it, and we not only talked more about what we wanted together, but we wanted more, even just personally on our own. And honestly, over that, I feel like we got over the hump. We found something that felt good to both of us. And now I feel like we're more confident than we were before that. So sometimes it is worth dealing with those hard discussions.
Yeah. I mean,
Jess, huh? Thoughts?
I agree with that.
She agrees with that.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes a hard thing is just better to do. That doesn't mean stay with someone if it doesn't feel right. It doesn't mean that you have to put up with anything that's toxic. But the payoff of fixing things, especially when something is good, is like it's hard to compare with.
Yeah,
it's.
You feel it's like a team pride. You're like, we did that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Go Wolverines. Like, you get really excited. We call ourselves the Wolverines.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
We don't. But I will say, too, in this message, it sounds like it's something that you guys are talking about. So you're already in a great place. If you weren't talking about any of this at all, then you might have
You'd
an
also
issue.
be sending a different message. You'd be like, hey, how do I get out? How do I do it in the middle of the night, or when should I leave?
Yeah. Do you guys have a couch I can crash on?
Yeah.
that would be a totally different thing. So we hope that helps. Again, I don't know.
Yeah, if anything that I said
I got
helped.
divorced at 25, so maybe don't listen to anything I say too. Maybe that too. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah, but I also I feel like if I said anything that helped, like definitely grab some of that. If something I said didn't make sense, guys, I brought up horses at one point. So just like whatever worked, use it, and whatever.
We're saying buy a horse, I think is what we're leaning on. You should get a horse.
If you buy a horse together, it'll bring you together. Can you imagine a horse in a studio apartment in New York just kicking TVs?
It's like the people who try to get a dog, be like, this might, fix things between us. Now make that dog
a horse
15 times larger.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely won't be focused on your problems. You'll be focused on not getting kicked.
Just motion, maybe a mini horse. Yeah, that would be so much better to still have in your apartment.
Yeah.
Let's do one more. I know we're running a little longer, but since we're crushing it on the advice front, this ties back to an interaction we had at one of our recent live virtual shows.
Okay.
So this is from sometimes I get confused when the email is one name, but then they use a different name, and it takes me a second to register what I'm doing. But this is from Naya, and the title of this email is Advice. And hi, Josh and Logan. This is Naya, a.k.a. the girl whose grandfather yelled at you all about tattoos. Yeah, we got her grandpa yelled scripture at us about tattoos during the live virtual show.
And he went for a bit.
He was very adamant that you should not have that on your skin. I jokingly said someone had a tattoo in their mouth, and he went, "Oh no." just sitting in the background on a couch. So those live shows are very fun. But I never got to ask my actual questions, which wasn't about tattoos. I think they asked about tattoos when the grandpa walked in.
And he just heard him and he just went.
But so I've been living with my grandparents for almost a year, and I love them. I do, but I can't do it for too much longer without losing my mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, surprising. I have found a job and a place in New Jersey, but I don't know how to tell them. I am supposed to be leaving in the beginning of August. What should I do? Thanks in advance if you can still help a bit, but if you can't, thanks. P.S. Josh, we really need to have a discussion about your first tattoo. I'm thinking Logan's initials, Naya. I could not agree more. Either my face or...
Whatever you do when you tell your grandparents, do it lovingly and without a tattoo. Like, I feel like if you do it with a tattoo
I disagree. I think tattoo it on your arm, I'm moving out. I think is what you should get.
That's going to be too much for them. All right.
Well, they might be focused on the tattoo part. Then the news it'll kind of soften the blow.
Yeah, you're just trying to get her kicked out.
I'm kidding.
You're trying to get her kicked out so that it's easier to move to New Jersey.
I mean, I know this makes it maybe tougher because you do have this like deadline at which you do, and maybe you've already done it. I don't know. But like, you already have it in motion. You already have the place. You have the job. So even if they're not okay with it, you still get to do it. Mm-hmm. And I know it doesn't necessarily make it better, but you at least now have that. You get to know that in your head that like, well, no, I'm already doing it. And when that's part of when you tell them, you're like, well, I've already made. Not only have I made this decision, I've already put all the gears in motion for this, and so I hope you guys can be okay with it. Mm-hmm. But this is what I'm doing next, and they may not take it well. They may not, and I think a hard thing, especially with with parents, with grandparents, the hardest thing is like, yeah, they might not take it well, but it's not really up to them, and that sucks. I mean, but they love you, so they'll come back around.
Also, who knows? They might be excited, like not in a way that they don't want you around, but just in a way of like, okay, this is nice. It's gonna be different, but it's also nice. It's nice to have your place with your partner, but it's also nice to have family there. But
really build up the excitement of the opportunity, maybe.
Yeah,
and you might be able to hype them up too.
Yeah,
of being like, this is good for you. You seem really excited.
They'll be like, get out now.
Yeah, go.
Leave.
Why wait till August? Mm-hmm. Go wait in front of the place.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Well,
and especially, it also sounds like you haven't lived with them like forever. You said about the last year.
Yeah, so they're also used to not living.
Yeah, they know a life without you there.
Yeah.
So it'd be weird if now they're like, nope, you're never leaving now.
And then they lock the door. Thanks so much, Naya, for writing in. We appreciate you.
And we hope that helped. I'm not sure. That one, I'm not sure if we helped.
I'd love to have a talk with your grandfather.
He seemed great, actually.
Yeah, he seems really fun. He seems like one of those dudes that's exhausted with stuff, and he's done holding his tongue about it.
Well, that was the thing, too. As much as he did just start yelling Bible quotes at us, at the end, we started just kind of messing with him, and he was also, like, playful back.
Yeah.
Because I told him, I said, hey, come to Iowa, and he's like, I'll be there. So it's like, he obviously also has a joy and a sense of humor, so hopefully...
If they take it poorly, just tell them you're joking.
Yeah, and then just come August, you won't be there.
Yeah, and then just move. Well, thanks so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking up to catch...
If you're looking up to catch.
If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, at Josh Johnson on Twitter, Josh J Comedy on Facebook, and Josh Johnson Comedy on YouTube and TikTok, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag, you can either send me messages there because we read them, or you can email us, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also join our Patreon. We have bonus podcasts and videos and live virtual shows. Patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We also have this month a live, an in-person one, a not on a computer one, a human one in a room. Union Hall, that is July, 27th, that Wednesday? Mm-hmm. Yes, July 27th, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Tickets are still available. If you are in the area, come out. The one we did last year was incredibly fun. I'm super excited to do this one. And then right after that, we're in Philly. So if you're in that area, catch us. We're doing 3 nights? 3 nights.
Yep.
The Punchline in Philly.
Also, this is just for YouTube, little thing. Click on other videos. They'll be popping up over here, over here.
Oh, are we doing that now? We're doing
here, over here, over here, over here, over here.
Right
and
here.
Have a great week. We appreciate you. Over here, over here, over here.
Let me just put another arm around my buddy.
Don't
Let me
do
just
that.
come on.
Don't
Let's
do
go.
that.
It's a nice picture
don't
of
do
the
that.
two of us. Come on.
Don't do that.
Hey.
Over here, over here.
Over here. Right here. Right here. Right here.
Over here.
I love you.
We can stop recording.
Wow. Wow. Left me hanging. Say it.
I'll never say it on the record.
Yeah. He's said it before.
Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host and fellow stand-up comedian, Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm tip-top.
Great.
Yeah. It's been...
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Apparently, my neighbors are happy. They've been doing burnouts all day.
Yeah. We'll see if it shows up in the audio, but it does sound like you're living next door to the fucking Daytona 500 the way...
Yeah.
It literally just sounded like race cars going in a circle.
We all celebrate in different ways, I guess. We all...
I guess for context, because this will be a couple weeks after, but we're recording this the day after, Biden won the election. So a lot of people still out there.
Yeah, still out there
celebrating,
doing a lot of left turns, I guess.
Yeah.
When I first heard it, I thought the apartment was moving. Because the first ones were so loud. They were so
right
loud.
out front.
They seemed everywhere.
Right.
It sounded like the car was in my apartment. And I think they started being out front, and then now they've moved to more like the side streets. But yeah, and I'm sure if I were out there right now, I'd be like, yes, do it. It is very cool, because it is. It is like a fun thing to watch someone do.
I love that character in the street racing movies. Yes, do it. I think that's very cool.
Do it. Keep doing it even better.
Yes. Well done, chums. Very cool.
Matt, because here's the thing.
I like it. Burn out, baby. I think it's very cool.
What's funny to me, just in general about myself, is that I'm so scared to drive, but I'm not scared to fly at all. Like
that is interesting.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, I get. But I mean, you're not flying the plane yourself.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like,
I guess if I was flying the plane, I would be very stressed out.
Yeah, exactly. And I think why maybe. Because do you get nervous when you're riding, like when you're like riding passenger to me? Like, is that nerve wracking to you just being in a car?
No, because I will here's the thing. This is the way I feel about cars is that you're in a chair that could kill someone.
Yes.
So as long as I'm not doing the killing, I'm pretty chilled out.
Yeah.
I've been in the car with people who I know can't drive. I when I got in the car, I was like, "This is a bad idea. This guy is about as nearsighted as they come."
Right. So yeah, I'd say it's more just you just like the idea of being chauffeured. You piece of shit. No,
I mean, maybe, but I also think that there's just the level of responsibility and the level of like probability that something bad will happen is just so much more likely in a car than it even is on a plane. Because if you think about it, it's like if you take 5 flights in an entire year, what's the likelihood that this flight is going down? Whereas if you drive every day, you're at least going to have some scares.
You're way more likely to die in a car accident than a plane crash. I almost called it a plane accident. Yeah,
it is an accident usually.
When one plane bumps up into the back of another one, a little.
Can I tell you? I saw a whole documentary about that, and you would not believe how many people lived. two planes hitting midair, coming right at each other. The radio, there was like something wrong with the frequency on one, and the other one was like having some other technical issue, so they just didn't see each other until this last second. And we think of planes as like a slow flying thing, but they're super fast.
Oh no, they're crazy fast.
And so the crash happened so fast, and I don't remember if they were both trying to land at the same. I'm positive they were trying to land at the same airport. That's the only reason two planes would.
I could see that.
But then they cut across each other, and basically the wing of one went into the other plane, and then they both crashed. And eyewitnesses on the scene said they saw a guy. This was like, this is only funny because so many people survived. They saw a guy that was like still in his seat. So like something out of a Bad Boys movie, still in his seat. The seat had like separated from the plane, had skidded in the field and just like skidded across, was still on a little bit of fire, and he just undid his seatbelt and walked away.
Fuck it, my hero. Hell yeah.
That dude wanted no parts of whatever was coming next.
Be even better if he was sleeping. Like he was like, "Oh, here already."
Already, okay. Looks like they burned that meal, whatever that was.
Airline food, am I right?
Yeah, but no. So I think that you're right. I can't imagine if I was going to try to fly a plane. I would be like, why are there so many buttons? Either fly or don't. There should just be a fly button. There should just be one button that says fly.
Yeah. This button says New York. This button says LA. You push one way, push one the other. Yeah, no, you'd be a wreck with that. But no, you are way more likely to die in a car accident than in a plane crash. And I think it's like your most accidents more than likely happen within like 3 miles of home.
Yeah,
for most people.
Yeah, when you let your guard down.
Because I think usually that's. Well, yeah, I think you let your guard down. That's when you're like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go!" And you burn out your driveway to get the hell out. Going towards work. I think is why it's that maybe.
Or it's the end of an election. You decide to drag race a stranger.
Yeah. All day apparently. Oh, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm just gonna drive around Brooklyn and just get into gonna race for pinks, baby. That's what I'm gonna be doing all day. Woo, Biden.
This is how I can tell I'm getting older. Not only am I not out there with them, but as I was hearing the second hour of it, I was like, they wasting good gas money.
Yeah, man. I have that thought all the time. Come on, man. I don't know. I also like it's interesting with all the, maybe we don't want to talk about this because it's topical news and this will be already a couple weeks after, but the interesting thing with all of the celebrations that happen, which like I'm not trying to rain anyone's parade, but like we talked about a little bit ago, but it's like I was immediately seeing videos of like, all right, we're all getting together and we're hanging out now, and seeing in every single video, every story I saw posted, people weren't wearing their masks. I'm like, guys, you guys were the ones who were angry the whole time. Like, we can't now be like, pandemic over now. Like, no, it's not. It's very much not.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of being so excited you run out into the middle of the street to scream, but you are in traffic now.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope people are celebrating responsibly, I guess, which again, this is going to be in the future of them doing it. So this does nothing for anyone. It's been a wild weekend. It's been a weird one. It's been a strange weekend just because like my girlfriend had to get tested for COVID. She got exposed at work. Which she's a nurse, but it was like a patient that she had who then was negative but tested positive later, and she had all of her gear on. That's why she was fine, but they had her get tested. And when you're waiting on that result, and it's not even for me, but it was like if she has it, then like I got to get tested. And then, being a substitute teacher here too, then it's like, well, then I got to talk to like the contact tracer person for the Mitchell County Health, and it's just like it immediately. I was just making a list of stuff in my head, being like, I hope I don't have to do all this shit. Like I also hope my girlfriend's not sick, because that would be devastating. But also, I don't want to do this stuff. This is more people I got to call and deal with. Also, I really hope my girlfriend's fine, but I don't want to make these phone calls.
But also paperwork.
Shit. So, she's fine, by the way. Her test came back negative. She's fine. But
you don't want to leave people on a cliffhanger like that.
Yeah, you don't. Well, and I just had a couple people being like, "Oh, do you maybe want like a friend being like, hey, do you want to have like beers in the yard or whatever and hang out for a second?" Or talked about helping my brother with his house or something a little bit, because those are people who are take all the precautions too. And he was just like, hey, do you want to do something tomorrow? And I'm just like, well, I gotta wait and make sure COVID's not in my house. And he's like, yes, good idea, thank you.
Oh man, it's also the thing that I think I've just been anxious about is that to what you're saying and to like what we were talking about before, I'm probably going to go home for Thanksgiving, which means I'll get on my first flight of the whole year.
Yeah.
And so it's just had me thinking about flights a lot, like just about the safety and just about like, man,
you're daydreaming about flights. You're having these planes.
Because I normally love to fly. I really do. You buckle up for a movie that's not going to be that good, but it's free, so you don't have to stress about it.
Yeah, I fell asleep during Star Wars Solo. One of my last flights. That's the last movie I watched in a plane, was Solo. At the beginning of it was very bad. Then I fell asleep, woke up, and there was some cool shit happening. I'm like, hey, this movie got good while I was sleeping.
While I was gone, y'all really turned this around.
You guys really read the room.
Yeah. Yeah, quick. We're losing him.
No, he's sleeping, man. Get Donald Glover in here. Come on. Let's get...
Yeah, we got him back. Don Glover, nice haircut.
I missed his introduction entirely. Woke up and just like, oh, Lando Calrissian's here. Oh, they're flying from something. Neat.
Yeah. Dude, so I don't know if you saw this. This is actually pretty old story overall. Mm-hmm. But there was this couple that was on a flight, and so this was back before the Face ID, right? When it was still just the finger, right? Just the fingerprint on the phone to unlock it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right? If you wanted to have those extra.
Until you said phone, I was like, Face ID for what?
Yeah, no.
I'm like, I've never had to scan anything to get on a flight. Like,
yeah, like
aside from my ticket.
I'm just saying, like, this is how you know it was like a few years ago, right?
Right. Yeah.
So my man fell asleep, right? And his wife, while he's asleep, grabbed his phone, took his finger, and then unlocked his phone with his sleeping hand, right? And then when she unlocked the phone, she found everything. She found all the homegirls in there, found everything, and then she started beating his ass so hard they had to land the plane.
Wait, was this someone you knew, or was this a story?
No. This is a news story.
Okay, because I remember this now. I remember.
Yeah.
Once you said they had to land the plane, I remember hearing about that story.
Because then this is what's so funny to me about it, right? Is that so she already found everything out. So he probably been sleeping pretty peacefully for a minute because it took her time to like read through everything.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like she didn't just open the phone and then just start beating him. She wanted to get all the evidence.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so she's delving in. She's finding whole friends she didn't know about, conversations. She's reading through. She's getting paragraphs in, right?
Yeah.
So the other reason. The other reason it makes me laugh is because like you as the dude don't know what she knows, right? But she is so angry that she's not even like playing the you know when you're just caught when someone's just caught you and so they ask you some leading questions so that you can tell on yourself. Yeah. She's not even doing that.
It's doing the Columbo, just like so. One more thing. There's one more thing that I want to ask you about. Who's
just waiting to catch
Janice?
you?
Who is this Janice, and how do you know her?
And so,
she looks like a hoe. I just want to say.
Columbo got all the receipts. Yeah. And so then, obviously there's not like a full on transcript of what happened, but from the report that I saw, she basically woke him up by beating him, right? So then this dude is sleeping peacefully and he just feels hands just slap it, right?
Hi, honey.
So just slap, and then questions in between the slapping. But he doesn't know, like, not only is he going to try to lie first, but he probably doesn't even know what she's talking about because he doesn't know that she knows. So now she's like, boom, slap. Who is Janice? And then he's like, huh? And then she's like, don't huh me, because in her mind, he's already lying. But he genuinely is coming out of sleep. So he's going huh as like, I'm waking up back from unconsciousness.
My first thought is like, anytime I've fallen asleep on a plane and woken up, it takes a second to be like, where the fuck am I? So now add slapping to that.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Now add slapping.
Where am I? Who are you? What's happening? What year is it? Who's Janice? That's
right. And from the report that I saw, not only did she have form, but he was also
in the report. Really good form. She squared up.
I mean, it didn't say she had good form. It just said that she was beating him handily. So
the report just says she was winning.
Yeah. Oh, easily. He wasn't even covering up well. He needs some lessons. Just some general boxing lessons about your guard, because she's breaking through the guard with uppercuts. All right.
While seated in a plane aisle. That's incredibly difficult.
Oh no.
Was she above him?
This is the best part. So then I was
was she standing or was she sitting still in the seat next to him, or does she get up?
No. Okay. Not only has she hadn't got up yet. All right.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing. So that is some good punches if she's able to really fuck him up seated next to him. That's an awkward way to hit.
And I'm pretty sure she had like I don't have any evidence for this, but I'm pretty sure she had like fully planned it out how she was going to start. Like, it wasn't an emotional thing. She thought through, like every sentence she was reading, she was thinking through how she was going to beat this dude's ass. So I'm pretty sure she lowered the seat back table just to box him in a little bit more. All right.
I like that, or I like the idea of her calmly putting it up in preparation for ass beating, of being like, oh well, hang on, I got to do this, and let me undo my seatbelt, and you're gonna need some help, so I'm gonna go ahead and call the attendant now, and then.
That's it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like she calmly raised her seatback table and calmly lowered his, and just was setting up everything nicely, right?
Put some coffee on it too.
Probably turned his reading light on just so he'd be blinded. So then not only is she beating his ass, but he is in a window seat, so he's fully boxed in.
Yeah.
He can't get out. Yeah, and so then it's not like, no one really knows what's going on when any fight on a plane starts. Okay, so there's like a commotion, but he's not even like yelling like "stop hitting me" or anything yet, because he's just so out of it, right? And then
he just wants to know if they're there yet.
Yeah. So then finally, wouldn't that be great if it was like you start getting beat, but you've also landed, so you'll be able to get away soon. Nah, they were mid-flight. You're 10,000 feet stuck.
Sorry, you're getting beat across 2 time zones.
Yeah, you're about to join the 6 feet deep, mile high club.
Not sure how that math works out, but it's not good for you. It's not good for you.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. I think it ends with you being thrown off the plane.
6 feet deep, mile high club.
And so she's like wailing on him, right?
Right.
And then I don't know if the flight attendant saw first or a passenger saw first, but then they like got involved, like, ma'am, you know what I mean? Because like the thing that's funny to me about stuff like this is that no matter how like trashy someone is behaving, someone at their job still has to say ma'am or sir.
Yeah.
Like, it always cracks me up. Like, it's like even Waffle House fights, they'll be like, sir, and then they start swinging.
Listen,
then the employee starts fighting.
Which I think it makes the punches more righteous if you say sir while doing it. It really, I don't know. It adds an extra level of stank to it. Just like, oh yeah, sir.
Right?
You know, it really.
And so then
the combination of respectful and disrespectful in one is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Because like this is my thing. So then, you know, people are kind of trying to get her off of him and everything, but like I don't know if she's just that strong, or people are not quite trying to break the fight up good enough, because there's no way. This is the thing. As someone who watches fights, I love martial arts. I watch UFC, everything.
Yeah.
Refs rarely have a problem breaking up a fight between two big guys. So it shouldn't be that hard to break up a fight between a person who's not fighting back and a person who's trying to fight in a middle seat. Like that, like
right. Well, but
that seems pretty straightforward.
In a plane, though, those people didn't agree ahead of time that if they get broken up, they have to go to their separate corners. You know, it's a different set of rules that have been laid out. Because really, the main rule is, hey, don't fight on the plane, and already that's being ignored. So now any other form of decorum of someone coming in the middle being like, hey, now, you know, that shit's gone. Sorry, they're already fighting in the air. Like gods.
But I mean, this is my thing. There's at least 2 flight attendants on this plane,
right?
Because it was a decently sized plane, right? So between 2 people,
right,
and what I hope is an air marshal, that's proof that air marshal wasn't on that plane.
Oh, for sure. Or he's cheating on his wife. So then
they cannot seem to stop her. Like she's just in the pocket. She's just landing nice, clean strikes. And then I can also tell you, as someone who's tried to break up fights before, that sometimes they're too messy and you end up getting hurt as the person trying to break up the fight. So I can tell if someone's beating another person well enough, you don't want to get involved. You're like, hey, look, especially like, I'm pretty sure that you are now slowly. So initially, when you see people hitting people, you're usually on the side of the person being hit because no one likes violence,
right.
you know? But then as she is yelling out more accusations, it does kind of start to seem slightly more even. Yeah, I mean? Like,
right. I mean,
like
most of the time, if I see a woman start punching a man, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, he probably deserves this, but I probably need to do something. You know, like,
yeah, like you try to break it up because you're like, in the off chance that this is just an abusive woman, let's
yeah.
you know,
and
let's break this up.
I don't like seeing people get hurt out and about, but if it's a woman going, it says, I'm like, oh, he probably did something, but not saying it's something. Not saying it's worth him getting punched. I'm not saying violence is going to solve it, but I guarantee there's a story. Like,
yeah, if she's in the middle of screaming, the best years of my life, da 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 da, I gave you two kids, da 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 da. It's like, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start to be a little gentler with your declarations to stop. Like, oh no, ma'am, don't, please, don't do it. And so then they cannot get her off of him, and I guess they just tell the pilot. I guess someone stops trying to break up the fight and just runs to the cockpit and is like, hey, look, we have a situation. Yeah. I can't even pass out the snacks. All right.
Listen, if we don't land this plane, she's going to bring us all down.
She is going to use him to beat us. Okay.
She's going to put a fist through one of the windows, and then this whole cabin's going to get depressurized.
And so yeah, they landed, and I mean, I
do remember
almost certain she got arrested upon landing. It's like
I thought you were saying she got arrested upon, and I'm like, that is not a phrase. That is not.
No. No, I'm pretty sure they were waiting for her. Because you can't. Because this is also the thing. She also must have been beating his ass as they were landing. So imagine you already think you hate flying, right? Imagine you can see out the window the ground getting a little closer, and you just count down in your head. All right, 15, 14, 13. We gotta land soon. We gotta, and then imagine this. So she's beating him, right? Mm-hmm. She's beating him, and then they land. And so he's like, oh, thank goodness I'm saved. But then, because they weren't supposed to be at this airport anyway, they can't get to the gate. They need to wait for a gate.
Right. Well, and
so now he's basically just getting beat in a car.
Well, and even if they get to the gate, like I know this wasn't even the airport they're going to, but there's always people who are quick to just rush out and clog up the hallway too. So now you're just going to get beat while people are walking by watching it.
Yeah. Oof. And then, okay, so
you gotta say thank you to the captain while you're getting punched in the head. No. Thank you, guys. Ow. Thank you.
Thank you. You good for nothing. Thank you.
Yeah, she even does it too. I told you. Thank you, guys.
You do such great work.
Yeah.
So look, this is insane. This next story I was not here for. I wasn't on this flight, but my buddy Al from Chicago said that I could tell it because he was on the flight, and it's. I'm sure that it didn't have to get this crazy. It's basically just one big misunderstanding. But a guy was sitting in what I think he must have been like first class for it to transpire this way. So, yeah, I think he was in first class.
Because everyone was throwing money at each other?
No. You'll see.
No,
But basically, this guy on his flight was sitting in the front of the plane, if not first class, as close to. And this guy falls asleep during the flight. and while he's asleep, he's like out, right? So and I don't know what type of, I don't know if he has a condition or whatever, but he's so out that even when the craziness starts, he's still out. Like he's like, I don't know if he took a thing to sleep through the flight or something, but he's completely gone out of the picture.
Okay.
And the flight is about halfway there. So it's a flight from like, I think it was from Chicago to Portland. And so they're halfway there. So they've been in the air for like 2.5 hours or something. And at one point, I don't know if they're trying to like gain altitude. I don't know why, but the plane sort of tilts, upward. And as the plane is slightly tilting upward, a foot rolls like through the aisle, just bouncing, rolling on its side, like a foot in a shoe rolls all the way to the back. And so everyone seems to see it.
Yeah. And it's
quiet at first.
And it's checking. Well, then they start checking with each other, like, "Did you fucking see a foot go by?"
So everyone is calm at first because they're all like, to your point, like, "Did you see that foot?" Everything, right? Then
I'm just not like getting like air sickness or something, right? Like you.
You saw a whole
you saw a foot right?
in a shoe
you
roll
saw
by,
that, right?
So then look, God is a genius, all right, because the comedic timing of this could not be pulled off any better. So as the foot's rolling, it's not until it hits the very back with a thud that people start screaming, right? So this lady in the back that was probably like next to the foot, and that's why she screamed. Because everyone else, it was just a moment, but for her, this is her life now.
Well, and you can maybe convince yourself that like, oh, maybe it's just a shoe, but when it's got the thud of a foot in it,
yeah,
that makes it more real. Oh no! It's got foot in it.
So then okay. So then it plops next to her. She sees it, looks down, screams, right? So as she starts screaming, everyone else on the plane that saw it is like, yes, that must have been a foot. That was definitely a foot then. And so then they start screaming.
Well, if you don't mind me, I will join in the hysteria.
Right? So you know how the flight attendants usually, especially on like a fairly sized flight, they usually sit basically like in this back compartment where all the food and all this stuff is. So then the flight attendant comes forward from the back and is like looking for like everyone stay calm, what's happening, right? Steps on the foot. And then she looks down and goes, "Oh my God." And so then she's like, you can tell when someone's like trying to like compartmentalize all their feelings, but also be professional. So then she is like, is someone okay? Is someone missing a foot?
Yeah.
And so then like people kind of stop screaming now because now it's like, it's not like it's calmed down, but now at least someone is trying to take care of it.
Right.
And so like the woman that the foot was next to is still hysterical. But then like the flight attendant's like, is this a prank? Like what is this? This isn't funny. Like, is someone missing their foot? And then whole time this guy in the first class is still asleep. And
I'm guessing
finally,
he's missing a foot.
So then as she's like making these same like proclamations of like, like, cause now she's like in that space, I guess, where she's gone from like scared herself to like a little like mad. And so then as she's walking to the plane, just repeating herself, she's like, yeah, this isn't funny. There can be serious consequences for like doing stuff like this on a plane. Like this isn't a joke or anything.
Yeah.
Is someone missing a foot?
You can't travel with any fruit or vegetables or foots. You can't. We check that. You can't have it.
That is overhead luggage at best.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do you have any foot or vegetables to declare?
So then, as she gets closer to the front, she ends up waking that guy up, and this guy goes, "My foot, my foot," which doesn't help.
No,
because
it just sounds like someone's foot fell off. Yeah.
Yeah, now people think his foot was taken from him or cut off or whatever. So now people start screaming again.
Oh, Jesus.
Then, and she still doesn't have the foot. She's just walking around looking to see if somebody's like snickering or something. Like, she didn't pick up the foot or anything or the shoe. But like, then she gets the guy, and logical explanation. The dude has a prosthetic foot, up to the ankle, and for more room when he's flying and taking a nap, he takes it off. Mm-hmm. But in this particular instance, the way that the plane gained altitude, it went a little bit to the side and then up. So it perfectly dumped his foot into the aisle and then rolled it back.
I also just don't think if I saw a foot land next to me, and it's like, you would be able to tell it was prosthetic. I don't know if that I'd be like, ah! Like, I don't think that would be my first. I'd be like, oh fuck, a foot.
I mean,
like,
you're a reasonable person, but like all
fair.
type of manner of people fly. Like I feel like imagine
that's true.
Imagine if this is your first flight.
That's true.
This is your first flight ever.
That would be
and
great.
Just feet are rolling next to you.
Does this happen on every one? Does this happen on every flight? Are there limbs rolling about?
Oh,
that's wild. And then he was also arrested once they landed. No.
Man.
For public nuisance. No.
Just imagine you're like my foot is like, sir, oh my God, sir, it's your foot. Are you okay? He's like, where's my foot? And now you have to be like, it pretty much rolled next to the bathroom. I'll go get it.
Yeah. Oh, it's back there. And he's like, oh, it's encroached now. Let them keep it. It's been sullied by their grubby fingers.
Imagine what you would think someone was doing though, if you, because how they have the curtain that doesn't do anything, the curtain between first class and coach,
right? Yeah,
and then under that curtain just spits a foot.
Yeah, you'd start to think it's some sort of like, oh, like, I get it. The rich people get away with murder. We're in international airspace or some shit. So now this is where
just sending body parts and carcasses for the rest of us.
It's where the Epsteins of the world get to just dismember people at the front of the plane. I get what the curtain's for now.
Champagne and dismemberments. Oh man. But yeah, I just, I want to experience flights again.
Now I want to know, is it are you specifically missing experiencing flights, or are you experiencing anything? Because I don't even particularly like flying that much. Hell yeah, I could go for a flight right now just because it would be something else.
I can't remember what country, but they're offering flights right now that just are, there's no destination. You're just in the air for 2 hours.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't miss flying that much. I like for it to end up somewhere. I don't want to I don't want to just sit in an elevator for 3 hours. I'd rather, end up somewhere.
Imagine that's the flight you get a migraine on. The flight to nowhere that's not going to land for another hour.
Or what if you're doing that flight and you're like, there's a fucking baby on this one too? Why? Like what? It's already a weird idea to like have to fly the baby anywhere, but to go nowhere, you brought the baby?
That's so funny. I'm trying to sleep, and your baby is keeping me awake on my 2-hour flight back home from home.
Yeah. I have some flight like credits still sitting because I was supposed to come to New York at the beginning of the year, right before. Remember, it was the week New York shut down in the initial pandemic stuff. But so I was going to come out and stay with you and our buddy Steve Malloy. I was going to come out for a bit, and then I remember you and Steve both called me being like, "Yeah, I don't know if now's a good time. It seems to be getting a little weird here with this whole coronavirus thing." And then it was like I literally canceled. I was like, "Yeah, I'll push it back," and I delayed the flight. And then it was just like, "Oh, by the way, New York's closed. don't come."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, well, I chose that that timing well, I guess."
Yeah, this would actually be a very different podcast if you had come, because you probably would have had to stay. Probably would have been like living here the entire time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we would just be recording in person then. We wouldn't have to deal with with FaceTimes and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, but I think I still have those credits through next year, so or into like when I canceled it. So if that ever becomes an option again, maybe I'll use it. But
yeah,
fuck. It keeps not looking that way. And it's embarrassing that Iowa, a very spread out state where it's very easy to not be near people, we're like one of the worst places in the nation right now. So I don't know. Like, it's the point of having all these cornfields between us if we're all just going to get together and touch mouths. Like, I don't understand it.
That's what the Midwest gets for being so friendly.
Yeah, it shouldn't be so easy to find each other in all these corn mazes that we have. But I don't know.
Man, I think for me too, the movies when I was flying were like, I would try a movie that I would never watch on land in a flight.
Oh yeah. Well, for me it was always like, oh, if I fall asleep during this, that's fine, because I don't normally do that if I'm watching something, at home. It's usually something I want to watch. But in a plane where it's like, well, I'm literally just passing time, so I don't really give a shit what this is. Mm-hmm. I am conscious though, just like, has this one got like sex in it? Because there's like people next to me, and like it's on the back of the seat. You're always...
Yeah, so my thing is, especially on flights to Australia, which I've had a few now, and so those are long flights there, and
how long
sometimes
is that
shorter
flight?
Flights back.
How is that from?
Like 16 hours.
Jesus. See, I've never done a flight like that, and
yeah, I think it's 16 from New York. It's actually only like, I think it's only like 12 from LA.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Because I always thought it was like Australia to LA was like one of the longest flights, but I suppose that makes sense.
And when I fly to Australia, I get work done with movies.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
Oof. I watched Cabaret for the first time and the entire Pitch Perfect trilogy. I got off that plane singing.
Yeah, man. Wow. What an interesting marathon to have.
I mean, you also only have as many options as they give you unless you brought your own iPad.
For sure,
so like,
yeah.
I think Qantas just had a deal with somebody.
With Anna Kendrick.
I'm going to be right back just because my computer's about to die, so I'm going to...
Motherfucker, I've told you to plug it in before we start. It's annoying to edit around. He always does. Yeah, I'm not going to cut it out. This time I'm not going to cut it out. I'm going to let you guys know what I deal with. He'll just suddenly, in the middle of a thought, we'll be talking about something, and he'll just go. He's got to do something else. He's got to plug something in. He's got to take a call. He's got to go grab something. He's foolish. He's foolish, and he's inconsiderate. And he's putting his headphones back on right now. Hey, buddy. I wasn't talking about you.
You're a monster. I don't know what you were saying, but I can tell you for a fact it wasn't true.
I didn't say anything, man. I was just waiting patiently. Just waiting patiently for you to plug your computer in the middle of us talking.
Oh, man.
What? Say something. What?
It's just, it's one of those things where... Oh man, I wonder. I wondered about a lot of people if I met them at different times. if we would have the relationship that we have. And
Oh, you say? Are you thinking if we met now, we wouldn't be friends?
no, I don't think that. I actually wonder. I think there are certain people you can meet too early, though. Like, I can tell you that when I was in college, some of my best friends to this day, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like, this still cracks me up. So 3 of my best friends from college, when I met each of them, I did not like them. I did not like them at all. I like it was more than I just didn't like them. I like weirdly had a bone to pick with them. And then we got over it, and like 2 of us joined the same fraternity, and then the third one, like we all, I want there to come a day where we can all just chill again, because we all live in different places now. Like two of them are still in Louisiana, and one, I think he's in Mississippi now or something, and I'm in New York, but it's crazy. And we've had a conversation about it. Like one of my really good friends, I remember when initially when I saw him, we had a class together. That's like how we met.
Yeah.
And it was like this orientation class or something. And I said, hey, because, just trying to be friendly, make friends. I don't know anybody. He didn't seem to know anybody. And like, he looked at me, and then he just turned away. And in my head, I was like,
Jeez.
this bastard, I can't believe the nerve of a person to look at you and not acknowledge, because it was just a deadpan face. And then when he tells it from his perspective, he had been having a terrible day, right? Yeah. He had been having the worst day, and he was darting around looking for, I think somebody was supposed to bring him something. Like basically I don't know if he like hadn't prepared to basically come to college that day. Like it was because, we're all from Louisiana.
Right, yeah.
So we all had varying degrees of travel, and some people only had to travel for like an hour. So I think that he was like looking for someone that was supposed to bring him something, and he was just like looking around, darting around, right? So then when I said, hey, it was in the middle of him like looking around. So he's like, I didn't even hear you. I'm just like in a panic, and I'm sweating. And then I look, and as I'm panning with my eyes across the room, you say, hey, and I just turn back around, and then we didn't even get to strike up that conversation for like a week, and I hated that dude. I was like, what a monster. Because in that moment, he reaffirmed every fear that you have when you're trying to meet new people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You'd be like, this is why you don't introduce yourself. This is why you don't put yourself out there.
Then he apologized profusely. He was like, oh, man, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was looking around for people to make friends with, too. And then we ended up becoming friends a week later, and I was like, this dude's the best. Then the other dude, we had some sort of weird misunderstanding when we met, where we got in like an argument, but then we worked it out, and then ended up going to the cafeteria together and having lunch together, and then our friendship sort of started there. But then the third dude is Donovan, who I've mentioned multiple times in like multiple scenarios.
I want to meet him. I've heard a lot of stories about Donovan, but he's one of your friends I haven't met yet.
Dude, you'll love Donovan.
Is there a dog
like,
too?
Donovan, I was trying to. Yeah. Oh, now there's a dog. Yeah. I guess the dog just heard that Biden won. It's losing it. I swear, between burnouts and dogs, we're gonna get this podcast recorded.
Yeah. No, I'm getting a lot of fun Foley from your end of the recording.
It's what it's like to be in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but I
just probably a dog chasing the cars.
The dog's winning the street race.
Yeah. So then, when it came to Tyler, who was like the like one of my first friends that I made, he was the one that we had lunch together and everything. And then I would go over to Tyler's room, and he was roommates with Donovan, right? And so Donovan and I did not vibe at first. It was really interesting how it played out, because in my head, Donovan was just like this, like I just projected so much onto him because Donovan is like so many things that I am not. So I was just like, this is a big dude thinks he's so cool and stuff, like all this stuff like this,
Yeah.
right? Stuff that didn't even make sense. And then he thought that I was crazy. He thought I was like legit out of my mind.
Right.
And then because he also hung out with Tyler, because Tyler was his roommate, I would like just be talking or like telling stories the way that we talk, and I will like tell you a story and he'll be like, this guy's, something's wrong with him. Something's not right. I don't like it. And this is the thing that turned him off of me. I think I could be wrong. I'll have to ask him about this, or maybe he'll text me how wrong I am if he listens to this episode.
Yeah, does he listen? How good of a friend is he?
Yeah, he listens.
Support the show. Yeah. I'm just creating
but
drama for no
basically-
reason.
Basically, there was a day where I was hanging out with Tyler and Donovan and everything, and earlier that day, I had seen, which is I've never seen it since. It's crazy. I had seen two squirrels like running after each other, and they looked like they were about to like mate. Like it looked like some sort of like mating thing, because they weren't fighting over anything, but they were like
Right.
running around each other and then rubbing up together and then running up the tree and everything.
Yeah.
And then just when it seemed like those squirrels were about to get busy, an eagle swooped in and snatched one of them.
The ultimate cock block.
Yeah. And so, and the squirrel was fighting, and it drew like a small crowd. Like there were 10 of us who like
Imagine,
were like, oh my gosh.
Imagine as a human, you're about to fuck someone. You and another human. You guys are in the bedroom and you're ready to get busy, and then suddenly she gets killed by a tiger.
that doesn't care about you.
Doesn't care about you at all.
The tiger just came and went for her. So
It's gonna take a few seconds. You're just gonna go, whoa.
because I'm younger and I'm not as self-aware and probably a list of other things. I didn't tell that story the way I just told it to you.
Right.
I told it from the shell-shocked perspective of someone who just saw it happen.
Okay.
So then when I came to the lunch table, I sat down and I was like, Tyler or somebody was like, hey man, how's your day going? What you been up to? Like, how are classes? And instead of addressing any of those questions, I just went, yeah, I saw two squirrels trying to bang, and then an eagle came out of nowhere. And I'm pretty sure one of them's dead. And the lunch table was silent. And I'm not self-aware enough to know that I've just like kind of ruined everyone's day. And so I'm just sitting there with like the reality of like what I witnessed. And Donovan is like, this guy, there's something wrong. I don't like it. This is bad.
No.
I'm trying to tell y'all now.
If that was the only view I had of you, yeah, like that's how you write a character in a TV show that you want to have be off-putting. Is you have them walk up to a table and just rattle off some random not fun things.
I definitely learned how to clear a room before I learned how to work a room. So
and this is my that's good. This is my friend Josh. Did you know goat testicles are called Rocky Mountain oysters? Okay, well.
because I also wasn't looking at anyone when I said it, so it just made it that much more like terrifying, creepy, whatever. So then Donovan was like very put off of me, and then
yeah, you got that. Josh, you walk around with that school shooter vibe. That's what you got going.
And then I made it worse because he like, I don't know. I think he felt like because he thought I was crazy, he needed to be a little bit more like, I'm trying to think of how to put it. I think he felt like he needed to show he wasn't scared of me, which is already not necessary because he's like 6'4". Yeah, like he's a big dude. I'm not. I think he thought I would bite him or something because I'm not a big man. So like, I don't know why you would be scared of me.
Well, someone who walks in with that energy though is probably into swords.
Yeah, that's fair.
So You gotta watch that kid.
Yeah. So then basically there was one more instance where I did a crazy thing and then he matched me horribly. So I was alone with Donovan in Tyler's room because we were both waiting for Tyler to get back so we could go to a concert.
Was it like a dorm?
And yeah, it's a dorm, right? So because there
was an apartment, but you guys decided to sit in his bedroom.
No. It's a dorm.
I'm just helping paint the scene, buddy. You're good.
Yeah. And so basically, I shown up to Tyler's dorm room, and then Donovan answered, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Tyler's not here yet, but I guess if you want to wait for him, are you going to the concert too?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I guess if you want to wait for him, you can wait here." And so I sat down and waited, and then he was sitting on the bed, and then I don't know if he said something or he did something where I was like, I'm not going to let this dude intimidate me. All right. I'm going to do something crazy to show him I'm not scared of him.
Okay. So this one you're doing on purpose.
This one I did on purpose.
The previous crazy was just you. This one, though, is an intent to be crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So then Kanye's 808 Heartbreak had just come out, right? And I worked at the college radio station, so I got an early copy of it.
Okay.
So as I was listening to it, I played it loud and I sang this one lyric because I was like, all right, this will really get him, right? And it's the thing from Say You Will where Kanye's like, when I grab your neck, I touch your soul, right? And so then I just sort of low sang that. And David just stared at me, and I stared at him, and I was like, I felt like I should have said something, like I should have said, like, "What's up?" Yeah, but I didn't say anything. Then he was like, "You know what? I'm not gonna let this little dude intimidate me. All right, I'm tired of his crazy ass, and I'm gonna show him I'm not scared of him." So then we both get a text from Tyler, like, "Hey, I'm not coming back to the room. Just meet me there." So then we head out together. As we go to head out together, he's locking the door room, like he's locking his door. Yeah. And I'm like, "Ow." And he turns around, he's like, "What happened?" I was like, "Oh, I think a mosquito bit me or something." Cause I'm really itchy all of a sudden and everything. And he just looks around, eyes wide, darting, and then sees the mosquito and goes, "You hurt my friend." And then he punched the wall as hard as he could. And then when he moved his hand, there was a dead mosquito on the wall. And I was like, oh, yeah, I don't want these problems. That's terrifying. And now, months later, when we're actually all friends, like me, Eric, Tyler, Donovan, we had this conversation where I explained why I did what I did, and he explained why he did what he did. Yeah. And it all made sense after that.
No, it didn't. I can tell you right now, it did not make sense.
It did. It wrapped it up with a bow. The story is perfect.
Absolutely does not. It does not wrap it up.
It landed perfectly, like a plane.
Well, they do most of the time. So wait, then after he punched the mosquito, then you were... Because all you said was, "Oh, I don't want these problems." Were you guys like friends after that, or did you just decide like, "Oh, I'm not going to try to intimidate him with Kanye lyrics anymore"? I'm going to give him some distance. Like y'all, you just crazied each other into friendship. This is two people enacting Stockholm syndrome on each other. Like you guys held each other hostage with your separate crazy. Yeah. And then I guess we're friends now.
Yeah, because I feel like we still weren't friends for maybe one more week after that happened, because I was like, when he punched the wall, I was like, oh wow, that was extra. Oh geez, because it shook the wall. He's a big man, and then when he moved his hand and the mosquito was there, I was like, because he didn't even say like got it or anything, he didn't even seem excited. He was just like, he punched the mosquito and then was like, let's go. And so then I was like, yeah, this dude is crazy. I don't want to have anything. This is terrifying. And then maybe after a week or so, when we were all hanging out and were realizing we were becoming friends, like we were realizing that we meet up after classes and we spend most of our evenings hanging out, that we were like, you know what's crazy is that when we met, I actually didn't like you for this reason.
You know what's crazy? Everything we fucking did. Wasn't that crazy? That thing you did with the Kanye lyrics, that was weird, super weird, really weird thing to do to another human.
Yeah, but I had explained why I did it, which was like, look, I couldn't just have you being taller than me and like running around here.
I know it'll sort out this height difference. Some Kanye West. That'll really sort out the height differential. Problem solved. Because I'm going to say, when I grab your neck, I grab your soul, or whatever. That'll knock him down about 6 inches. That'll do it.
Yeah, because crazy has no height.
Exactly. Oh man. Well, I'm glad you guys made it. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
That is.
I'm glad that we made it. I'm glad the neighborhood is happy. I'm glad that, I'm glad they're still doing burnouts. They still have gas money.
Yeah, I heard that going again.
Biden Harris 2020. We out here.
Jesus Christ. We've been getting a lot of emails and like reviews lately about people just saying they appreciate my genuine concern for your stories. I'm excited when we start putting up the video elements that people can see me in real time struggle with some of these stories. Because all I could do for a minute there was just cover my face. Well, that's interesting. Did you ever? I feel like you and I just became friends very quickly. We were kind of fast friends. Did you ever have any moment where you thought you'd have to intimidate me? Is there ever a moment you're like, I maybe gotta bring this guy down a peg with some dark lyrics?
No, you only got like 2-3 inches on me, so I think we were Gucci.
Fair enough.
I feel like that's a primal thing. It's like I have to show this person I'm not scared of them, and I'm just gonna be crazy.
No. I mean, you're right to an extent, but just not the way you're saying it. Because I do get it when you meet people like that, and you do want to let them know like you're not going to take their shit or whatever. But like, I don't. It's just your tactic that's really throwing me off. Is they just like, I'm going to put on this song and I'm going to say this one. I'm going to say this one lyric. I'm gonna mutter a threatening song lyric to get his attention. As I'm sitting in his dorm, I'm gonna go to his dorm room where he lives and feels safe, and I'm gonna mutter a threatening song lyric to this guy just to let him know I'm not scared of him.
So I should also point out that he actually hadn't done anything expressly intimidating until the mosquito thing, which is kind of after 2 of my things. So, in retrospect, he didn't do anything wrong.
No, you came out swinging with Crazy Bud.
The first crazy was completely unintentional. I wasn't.
That first one. That was.
I saw the thing and then I was shooken up by it.
Yeah, that was. You just had squirrel sex PTSD. So that's what happened there. The second
It was like
one,
watching the documentary without David Attenborough. It's like nothing was cute about it. Nothing was cool about it.
It just
was
was.
just sex and murder.
it was just nature at its most primal. Someone's gonna get fucked and someone's gonna get got. That's how it goes in these nature docs, baby. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. I don't know how much more time we want to spend on this, but walk me through just again. What caused you to do the Kanye thing? What made you
I don't remember if he had said or done anything extra. I think I just felt his vibe off of that cafeteria moment, and then I was like,
how separate were these instances? How
like days. Like days.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you walked into his dorm being like, he's still weird about the squirrel thing. I better threaten him. Oh, maybe I came off too strong before. I know what'll fix it.
This is all I'm saying. All right, I'm just. Jeez. Okay. Look, this is.
I'm sorry. You broke me with this one, bud. I don't know. It is.
I was
Much like those guys racing around your block. This is just running circles in my brain, and it is continually fascinating me.
So look, I was coming from a place where I wasn't going to his dorm room in my mind. I was going to meet Tyler to go do something with Tyler that I didn't even know Donovan was also going to do.
Right.
So then in my mind, I'm not just sitting in his room to intimidate him. I'm sitting in his room and I'm like, all right, if we're going to keep both being around Tyler, then like,
we must fight for his love.
Yeah, I mean, I can't have you sort of like treat me like I'm crazy. So let me be so crazy you won't say anything.
Right.
And that's what I did. And then when he punched that mosquito, the fact that he actually killed that mosquito was like, I still think about that.
Yeah.
Because that's accuracy on top of like just good hand-eye coordination and strength, and like he hit it hard. Like he hit it too hard.
He also said to the mosquito, "You hurt my friend." So
yeah.
Now I'm imagining a situation where Donovan had decided you were his friend and he was going to protect you. And then you showed up and were like, well, grab your neck. Grab your
I didn't think about that till afterwards, though. Like it isn't until retrospect sets in that you realize how long you've actually been friends with your friends.
Right.
Like I like with you and I feel like we became fast friends. Like I feel like within 2 weeks I was like going over to your place and like Maddie knew me and we would like go to Mike's together. You know what I mean?
Maddie's my dog.
But then Maddie's his dog. I
don't know. I just felt like saying that because you just said Maddie knew me.
No, I know, but because I almost went like I was petting Maddie, and then I just said Maddie knew me, so it was funny that you were then like, guys, Maddie's a dog, just because Josh doesn't know how to talk to people. But yeah, like, so I think that with Donovan, Eric, Tyler, we all became faster friends than it felt like in that year. But looking back to like the freshman year of college now, I'm like, oh, we were friends in no time. But those moments, like just when you're in it, those moments feel like an eternity. It's like you're at this new place and
Especially,
you don't know anybody.
The moments feel longer too when you take the time to just openly threaten each other. That really elongates elongates a moment. When you turn just a simple hangout into fucking high noon, it really it makes things feel longer. I will say that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that.
Yeah. So, wow.
Like I said, Donovan didn't do anything wrong.
Listen, bud, my reactions have not been about what Donovan did. That is not what I've been hung up on. I am casting no stones at Donovan. I've been completely hung up on the insane man muttering threatening lyrics at somebody just because he's getting a vibe that he thinks he needs to pick a moment to be quietly crazy and threatening. That's what I'm hung up on. It's not Donovan. I honestly feel like Donovan gave you too many chances. Well, we're over an hour. Do you? God, you're fucking weird. I love you to death. You're so fucking weird. Oh, you're great. Okay.
If there wasn't a copyright on it, I'd sing the lyric right now, but, you know. I don't want those problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Kanye's not president now, so he's got time to track people down. So.
Thank you so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. I am so happy to be doing this podcast with one of my best friends that I became fast friends with, and not, in a weird battle over time and lyrics for us to figure each other out. If you're looking for more of us, you can find me on social, on Instagram at Josh Johnson Comedy, on Twitter at Josh Johnson, at Facebook at Josh J Comedy, and YouTube at Josh Johnson Comedy, where very soon we are going to start posting videos of this very podcast. If you want to see what our faces look like while we're reacting to each other's stories, then that'll be where you can do it. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can find me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get a hold of us at the show, you want to send us an email, you can do that at joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can send us a question or just a review, drop us a line. We're covering those right now in what we're calling our Monday mailbag. We're testing that out. We'll see, but we're going to handle those there for a little bit. And because it's been fun giving them a little more time, a little more space to breathe and not worrying about, right? Don't you think so?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for that enthusiastic endorsement.
I mean, this is how I say everything. This is why no one believes that I have feelings.
But you can get a hold of us there. And, if you could too, if you could leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, a 5-star review, if you feel so kind, and leave us a review there. We like to cover those. And if you could follow us on Spotify, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, or if you could just get some friends to listen to it, go to your friend's dorm room, put on this podcast, just like say some weird, vague, threatening shit. Do whatever you can. Just spread, help share the show, with your friends.
Was that a dig at me?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. No, we're good. It's a mosquito there. Don't fuck with me.